I do.
Can
I'm
we
sorry.
plug our shit?
You should, and I'll put it at the beginning of the episode.
Okay.
Go for it.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, I know. It's always
Oh.
It's all you, Liam.
holy shit. We have a show called Es Broma. Just follow us, Sergio Moya, at Sergio Moya 5, and at Liam Cohen.
That's not true, but I was like, talk, Liam.
Okay, I'm sorry. Follow Sergio at Mia Khalifa, and you're posting our names in the title, so it's fine.
No.
The Instagram handles.
Don't post mine.
No, he's gonna sue you if you do. The show happens if you know Spanish. Okay, if you know us personally, text me and come see it for free. If we know each other, the comics come for free, obviously. And
Not Victor, but
no, not Victor.
Nor Pato.
Yeah, Pato is not a
Pato.
comic, but he could come for free for sure.
All right.
Anytime. Yeah.
no, Victor can come home. Yeah, he loves One Bean.
It's true. I mean, it's just that I just wanna fuck his little boy ass so bad, you know, his tiny little boy
He
ass.
does
Without
have
glasses.
a great ass.
A great little boy ass.
He has a
Yeah.
I mean,
round,
he's a young one.
squishable.
You know?
Yeah.
A young one.
Yeah.
Also, I have an open mic. I have a new open mic. It's in my neighborhood in Prosperidad. It's called Prosper Comedy. Sergio did it last time. It was very funny. It's
With Gabriel, but I didn't see.
Didn't see each other because you
That
got there
is
super
actually-
late.
Yeah,
dude.
super
What the
late.
fuck?
which is always Sergio's thing, but this time he was like to the limit.
Yeah.
Because he took the car and we were saving a spot for him.
Yeah.
And
No,
it
you weren't
actually
saving.
no, we weren't. We were like, dude, there's a spot right in front of the bar.
Yeah.
That's not saving us, but
And no, exactly. We were letting him know, like rush over
Yeah.
here, and literally the car that was right in front of him took the spot. Fucking retard.
Yeah.
But yeah, Prospect Comedy is fun. Once a month, second Friday of every month, and in the January edition, we have a very esteemed guest of the podcast announced, which is Hassan El Fadul, the
Hassan
great
El
Hassan.
Fadul. Awesome, dude.
Very funny dude.
Sweet. You know he lives in Prospero now.
I didn't until he texted me about it. That's obviously why I'm always giving priority for people that live around.
I think I made it happen because we were texting. He was talking about living in Prosperidad. And I said, "Oh, you should hit up Liam. He has a mic there." So you're welcome.
Well, Hassan, you're welcome. You got a spot in, literally the best open mic in Prosperidad. So yeah. Also, I'm starting my own hour with no dates except one on March 9th. Dude,
Oh.
March 9th?
Oh no,
Isn't that preposterous?
it is crazy.
How much leeway I'm giving myself in order to not having panic attacks.
2026.
Oh, that's what you're saying. Isn't March 9 Women's Day?
No, that's 8th. And it's called Bitches Day, by the way.
What?
No, just
Respectfully.
respectfully.
All right.
So yeah, after you had enough of that shit, you can come to Móstoles to watch me do my hour for the first time. Yeah,
Can I come?
of course you're
Awesome.
more than invited.
He's not coming.
Yeah, and you're not invited. so
I live in most of. I'm not coming.
you're not.
All right, you fucks. Thank you for listening. Toodaloo. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Hello, hello.
Oh, nothing.
Check. All right.
Oh, I'm here. Yeah. Okay.
Can we all hear ourselves? There's one headphone that I think it's kind of broken.
Yeah.
If you have
I think
that
it's
one.
Mine one.
The right side is not.
Yeah.
Give me that one. I don't mind having it. I'm used to it, honestly. All right.
Can you imagine
Now?
like in Joe Rogan people being like, oh,
Wait, hold on. Yeah. Jamie's on vacation.
Okay.
All right, we're here. All right, first guest episode of the year. Happy New Year, motherfuckers.
Hey.
Welcome, Liam. Welcome, Sergio.
Hey.
How are you guys doing? You know, I thought about mentioning this. You guys know I really want to have almost every comic on this podcast, and I did just say almost.
Shots fired.
Yeah, and I was thinking about like I've invited multiple people, and I wanted this podcast to be very diverse, but it's the fourth time that I have my white friend Liam bring his other white friend Sergio.
One of the few equally whites.
Yeah, equally white. Yeah.
White privilege.
It is sort of a privilege. I don't know. Honestly, I wanted to have a guest on as soon as I could, but I felt for some reason while Pato and Victor are not here, it takes a lot for me to invite people I don't know to the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So you being available was like, oh yeah, fuck other people. Let's have the fifth Liam episode in a row.
By not popular demand.
No,
nobody
at
asked
all.
for it, but yeah, I think
Yeah.
But it's better than Victor. So
Yeah, it's better than Victor.
it is better than Victor.
Yeah,
Not
fuck
Pato,
Victor. No.
but it's a lot worse.
I got
was
upset.
Pato better than Victor.
You also upsetted me because you, when I say, "Oh, you want to come over?" You're like, "Yeah, is Pato and Victor there?" And I didn't answer, and then you again insisted, "Man, is Pato and Victor there?" I'm like, "Man, am I not enough, dude? Am I not enough?"
It's just I didn't want it to be you and me. Imagine then Sergio cancels.
It's just us talking about Zelda and how much we hate our families.
That would be good.
Yeah, that would be a good episode. Welcome, Sergio Moya, to the podcast, dude.
thank you.
Yeah, well, how's it going?
Very bad.
Victor
is not here.
No. Dude, I wanted to have you on for a while, by the way. Thank you for supporting the
Thank
podcast.
You for the invitation.
Yeah, you've engaged with the reels ever since we started making this shit, and I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Thank you to you.
Yeah, all right.
I'm Pato. But
And Pato and Victor, but not Victor because we hate him.
Yeah.
Nobody likes Pato.
I was thinking just about kind of interviewing Sergio for the first half, and then, what is this gay porn?
Sad.
Something happened. The
My TV just
turned on.
Oh, videos of
Immediately
Victor.
started playing gay porn.
Victor and Pato.
By the way, I'm using the podcast YouTube channel to watch YouTube lately because I forget to log out.
Oh.
And one day during my holidays, I was watching Sarah Silverman's podcast, which is really good.
Okay.
And she has a lot about like self-help videos for gay people that are struggling to come out. So there's a bunch of videos that I've watched about like how to come out to your family, and now that's in the history history of the YouTube
Now
channel.
Pato is uploading something and it's like, what is going on?
What is happening? Yeah, it's not on purpose. It's just good content. I had a dream about Sarah Silverman as well,
Ooh.
non-sexual.
Tell us about it.
I just dreamt that she was on a podcast and she was really nice. And then I got horny, and then I woke up.
So you stopped yourself from
Having
it
sex.
becoming like a
Yeah,
really cool dream.
yeah. When I was younger, I thought like having dreams about having sex with other people is kind of cheating. But I'm convinced that it's not true at all. It's impossible.
Impossible.
Yeah.
No, that is like justifying the most insanely jealous people in the
Right?
planet to subscribe to that theory.
Yeah.
It's just how much cum.
It's involved.
Yeah, because how much cum you're holding.
Oh.
Because like I didn't used to. I was a late masturbator. Okay,
Uh-huh.
like say maybe 13.
No way.
Yeah,
Why?
I made out with a girl before I ever jacked off.
What?
Yeah,
That's healthy.
Maybe yeah.
Not for
Because
her.
I was not for her.
Yeah.
I was
just
jerking off when I was like
busted.
10, I think. You know, no joke. I used to shove like girl dolls in my underwears when I was like 9, 10 and walk around the house with girls, like little stuffed toy girls in my underwear close to my penis.
I respect that.
Brazilian stuff.
Brazilian. Yeah.
I don't know. I think like to me it was like I didn't I was very infantile, I think.
Mhm.
Like I was one of those kids that in school you switch at some point. Like,
Yeah.
Everybody either you play sports or you don't.
Yes.
Like I did, but casually, like soccer or stuff.
Yeah.
But like, I was disappointed when my friends started to just hang out and talk instead of playing tag or stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that definitely had something to do with the jacking off.
You started jacking off as soon as like I
Yeah.
need to catch up.
But there was this show called Un Paso Adelante, right? And there's this beautiful actress and singer that's she's still like very successful, Beatriz Luengo.
Yeah.
I had like
Oh, I know of her. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's famous. Yeah, for her.
the first time I had like a wet dream.
It was about her.
It was about her, and it was the thing. It was so real. It felt so real, but I've never even whacked off or had sex. And then when I had sex for the first time, I was like, "This is exactly what I thought it would feel like."
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You are not Beatriz, but
You had it like you fabricated your
You're
own.
my high school girlfriend, but
you are his husband, the Cuban.
But I know what you mean, by the way. I used to have wet dreams that were like felt as real as having sex, and I woke up feeling as accomplished as I would if I had sex.
yeah.
Like that happened to me multiple times when I was growing up, for sure. And I used to read about inducing like when you're aware on a dream. How do you call that?
Like a lucid
Dreams, because I would read that shit, and I would exclusively try to do that to try to have sex with people that I knew in my dreams. I would like practice meditation in my bedroom with the goal of like
That is such a horny.
yeah, and I ended up learning meditation because of it. So
I actually have like a funny story about that. Like I think when we're younger, it's way easier to lucid dream. Like we all have like a couple
yeah,
of lucid dreams, and I had one where I almost flight. I was like in my vacation spot. Like my grandma had like an apartment in Alicante, right?
yeah,
And I was just running like a plane,
yeah.
and trying to take off, and I almost like a little bit, like a
Yeah,
hover.
yeah.
Not
So,
everyone could
I
do
had
that.
a hover dream once too. Yeah,
Almost fly. It's like everyone.
No, but
Jump out the window. Almost fly.
not
yeah,
like,
you're
not
right.
like a British
if you
person.
kind of run and jump, that feels like almost flying. What the fuck?
No,
yeah.
but it felt like Dragon Ballish.
Yeah, I
like I
understand
was
what you mean.
actually doing it like, and
I had
did
that
the
dream
same,
too, yeah.
No, but I did the same thing as you to like
Try to-
fucking dreams.
Okay.
Yeah.
But to fly.
To fly.
And I managed to do it, and I was fucking Superman flying all over the
Really?
place. But then I fell, and I fucked myself up
In the
upon
dream?
the pavement. Yeah,
And you felt
and
it?
just wrecked myself.
Do you remember feeling it?
Yeah,
Oh, that's crazy.
I was like, help.
No way.
That's not a dream. That's nightmare.
That's
Yeah,
kind of
it
a-
became a terrible.
It just
nightmare,
became
yeah.
reality. You were actually not dreaming. You convinced yourself you were. That's crazy how prevalent dreams are when you're younger, and then just kind of fades away. It's kind of poetic, actually.
Yeah.
When you grow up, the dreams stop being like super important in your life, but when you're younger, it's like a big deal.
I never remember my dreams unless they're super
Nowadays?
weird. Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I have strong dreams, hunky dreams, hunky pieces of meat dreams.
Just like anti-veganism.
Yeah. I don't know what that means. I just mean it like they're like the Sarah Silverman one. She's a great comedian, and I felt close to her. Like I started building like this relationship with her during the podcast.
Yeah.
And she was like super nice, kind of motherly, because I don't know if you ever watched her podcast.
No, I haven't. No.
She has this podcast about like giving advice to people. People just call in and she gives like the best advice,
Mm-hmm.
like motherly advice. Like, oh, you're great. Don't
Okay.
worry about it. And it's kind of cool because it calms you down kind of to listen to it. And in my dream, she was doing that to me. And I was like, oh, this is so nice. That's when I started to get like a boner.
You can go, you can go to therapy too.
Yeah, but
And
yeah.
get the same
and get the
boner
same boner.
Yeah.
for
You're
90
right.
euros an hour.
Yeah.
Happy ending. Yeah.
Sergio, have you been to therapy ever?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't
No,
know why it's
really?
surprising.
But you are white.
I have to be real, you don't look or sound
No.
like
Yeah,
a therapy
right.
guy.
You sound like a guy that hates therapy.
I
kinda.
went
But
to
he's
therapy.
a super zen guy, so it makes sense that he would go
No,
to
I went to
therapy.
therapy, but I let the guy talk.
Really?
He was the one. Like,
He started crying to you.
like,
My
no
mom.
problem. See you the next day. But I'm paying, so it's weird. I don't know.
You're paid to someone to talk to you.
Yeah, it was a hooker. I don't know.
Why would you, maybe too personal, but why would you go to therapy? What is the problem with you? What's your problem?
Everything.
Uh,
I don't know. I was like no motivation at all. I
Oh,
was like, I don't know what to do, so I'm gonna let someone talk.
yeah.
I get a
Okay.
lot of ads lately about that.
About therapy?
Oh.
Yeah, about lack of motivation. Like, oh, you're a dude. You're a loser. And I'm like, I'm fine.
Leave me alone, dude.
No, but I'm actually fine. I'm doing fine.
Yeah.
I'm in a.
I almost fly.
I almost flown like a mother.
Yeah.
No, I'm in a very good place in my job. And
Yeah.
I'm in a very successful romantic relationship.
Yeah.
I'm happy doing comedy, and I'm getting these ads like, please don't kill yourself.
How,
Please.
how to stop being a loser in 5 steps, you know?
Yeah.
That kind of shit.
It's crazy. Like, if they're going after me,
Yeah.
imagine the kind of shit Victor gets.
Yeah, dude. And it's not working for him. Whatever he's... if he's paying some service, it's not working.
Yeah, he's failing downwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're all watching and not saying anything to him.
No.
Talking behind his back a
Yeah.
lot, but not
Always.
to his face.
Not to his face.
No.
Poor Victor.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
And why go to therapy?
No.
You can do our crowd work. That's therapy.
Victor is that is the best fucking story. Like,
Victor Baum
do you
doing...
wanna, no. Do you wanna like?
Let me just...
I wasn't there, so
Okay,
Sergio
but just some
should tell.
context to the listeners. Sergio and Liam have a really decent show that they put together every week. It's called
Es broma.
Es Broma.
Like, just kidding.
Yeah, yeah. And it's quite
a-
popular.
No, it's.
I don't know how to
It's
sell
whatever.
it.
It's
Just
no, fuck it. It's killing.
It's awesome.
It's the best show.
Yeah.
No, it's a split hour, but I think it's a very. It is a good split hour because we have a very similar sense of what's funny,
Yeah.
but a very different delivery. So you're getting
Mm-hmm.
2 flavors of the same
Dick
genre.
jokes.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
No, but I do watch
Yeah.
the clips that you guys post all the time, and it is true. Like I think your brain works in a very similar way, but the delivery and style is completely almost the opposite because Liam's very
Yeah.
loud and like
Yeah.
obnoxious.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Liam is very like
You should see this guy and I crowd work. It's made me so good at crowd work because
Why?
he just won't talk.
You see? Therapy. I told you.
I saw your set the first time I saw you. It was in English. I think you Victor's show,
open
right?
mic, yeah.
With
open
Danny
mic
Boy.
with Danny Boy as well.
Oh,
That show was
yeah.
wild. Because I thought, oh, this is a normal show for 5 people with killer comics, and it's not. Like, it was a once in a lifetime,
Yeah.
thing because there wasn't a lot of people watching, but the comics were like back to back, all great. It was you, Liam, Leo Di Battista, and Danny Boy.
Danny Boy.
Yeah.
Holy shit! What
I
a
think
what a
Dani
night!
Aparicio was there too.
Oh, Dani
Just
Aparicio as
another
well.
fucking killer. Yeah.
Another killer. That's when I first saw Dani Aparicio and you in English. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
You were really funny, dude. And you have this style that you're doing here in the podcast, and I think it's just your personality.
Yeah.
But you're very
Nice.
quiet, and the things you say are really funny. But you're like, yeah, the joke, and then you just.
Okay.
That's the thing. that's my cross to bear on stage. I will be like, "Where are you from, sir?" And he's like, "I'm from Badajoz." And I will look at Sergio like, "Nothing."
Nothing.
And he's like, "Yeah, carry
No,
on."
Carry on.
Right, I will ask the same question. Where are you from? From Badajoz, right? Okay.
to the same guy.
He will actually sabotage
Yeah.
my crowd work. Like,
Oh, no.
sometimes he only speaks to diminish
Yeah.
my efforts.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just to bring you down a little.
Because it's very funny to him. He's-
He's just whispering to the microphone. It's not
Like
funny what you just
pleasure.
said.
no. I don't get upset because it's really funny. But if it wasn't comedy, if we were like musicians or actors or
Yeah,
anything,
it wouldn't be
I would
good.
get so mad. I would get so upset at
Yeah.
him. Like, why?
Why did you start comedy, by the way, if you're so shy and like quiet?
I don't know, man.
All right, moving on.
No, we have to tell the Victor story. We
Tell the
can't-
Victor story.
Like, yeah.
Victor.
Victor had a first, like, his first time doing a split hour.
Oh yeah.
Right? That was the show with
Oh,
the
really?
other Victor, with his
Yeah,
friend that he did.
The
Oh,
Vinny
Vinny Victor.
story.
Yeah. Their show that they had. Yeah.
Fucking Victors.
I can tell Liam's trying to make Sergio tell the
No,
story,
no,
and
no.
you're not doing it, dude.
Okay, I'm gonna paraphrase.
Victor
So,
friends, so all the Victor friends. Like, hey. I'm like, no. I wanna see Victor's.
Yeah.
Like, okay, yeah. Like 10 minutes and 5 minutes I go out. I
Yeah.
hate it.
but he did like
No. Total.
he,
Dude, you sound like a
I'm just-
ghost, kind of.
Yeah.
I was like,
You sound like a shy ghost.
this is my cross to bear. The second time I thought, let's see where we get. No, from what Sergio told me,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's more talkative via WhatsApp, right?
Yeah.
So, and
It's not me too.
It's not you. It's you plugged into ChatGPT.
but Victor was like super nervous or whatever, which is totally natural. Like the first time you're doing like half a
An
fucking
hour.
hour. And he went, Sergio and I, on our first show, on our first Es Broma, we kind of did the best we ever did in crowd work.
Yeah.
Not even crowd work, just improvising, riffing and talking to each other. And it was really funny, and we put it up online.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it was like about porn or whatever.
Yeah.
And Victor
course,
went up to Sergio like, do you mind if I just fucking like? And they went
Oh.
up and they did the same,
Really?
like the improvisation.
I didn't know what you're talking about. Okay. I get it now.
Oh, I
Okay.
thought.
I'm lost here. Was
Like they did our improvisation as material,
oh no way! Really?
and then Victor
Yeah, you start talking about porn. Like, what are you looking for?
and he went to Sergio like, oh, so sorry, sir, and he never talked to me about it ever.
What are you talking about? So you guys improvised something,
Yeah.
you and him, you and Sergio,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then Victor just stole that completely.
No, it was just the premise.
No, just the,
The premise.
Like we're gonna do like a stepmom porn.
Yeah.
Okay. It was the premise. That makes more sense.
It's just the premise.
I think when you get super nervous, you kind of like what happens to me on stage when I'm super nervous. I need to put the first thought that comes to my head out, and sometimes it's not the best one. But if I don't put it out
Yeah.
into words, I get stuck. You know what I mean? So I need, if I'm about to say something racist, I need to say it. Otherwise, I can't say anything else because the other thing will be bothering in my head.
Yeah.
In fact, do you want my set or not?
Or
Like,
not.
The first thing is very racist.
Yeah,
and rapey.
But we'll get through that.
Yeah. Do you want to see me perform or not?
Oh yeah. I've done some crazy shit on stage because of that, and I regret it. But those are the most memorable moments.
I
Not
think it's good. I mean, it's super high risk.
It
but
is.
That doesn't mean that it's a bad thing to do.
no.
You know?
Yeah.
Like
Um,
I don't know how many great comics have become great by being super safe. You know?
You're right. Like none, probably. I watched the Nate Bargatze Netflix special.
Right.
I'll be the first one to say it's not that crazy. Like the crowd is huge, and it's a lot of people.
That's the problem. It's a
That's the
fake-
problem.
Fake crowd.
It's a fake laugh. The jokes are good. I'm not saying that he's not good. He's the best in the world. I'm
Yeah,
just
the
saying the
reaction.
laughter he's getting.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's maybe because we're comedians, so we know that joke wouldn't get that laugh normally, or is it because he's starting to get so big that everyone will notice? Do you think?
I don't know. Arena comedy is like not great in general.
It's not comedy.
Like I wouldn't want to go. Like there's only a few acts here that do arenas, like Juan Davila, Angel Martin, and We
Yeah.
Think. You know, like
Yeah.
those kind of. It's like I would never pay a ticket.
To go watch that,
I'll go to a very big theater. I
For
mean,
sure.
That's fine.
For
That's
sure.
Totally fine.
like up to 1,000 people, I think it's okay. But
Yeah.
like 50, I don't know what the stadium holds, but what does it hold?
huge. I don't
It's
know.
like insane.
10,000?
Like maybe I don't even know.
I was gonna say
guess.
50,000, but that sounds too much. That's a small city.
Yeah, 100,000. No, that's like, but I don't know. Matt Cool or shit like that would have like a
Yeah, but that's a
100,000
festival.
watching
Yeah.
one concert. This, if you do the math, maybe 50,000 at
50.
most in the craziest
arena ever.
Yeah.
But maybe, I don't know, but it didn't feel like I watched half of it and the other half I fell asleep because it just became this, I don't know. It didn't feel real. It felt like manufactured show. It feels like everyone is acting in that show. You know? It didn't perceive as like a real stand-up show.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
that fake like, okay, I'll tell a joke, you laugh. Okay, now joke.
Exactly.
Laugh,
Yeah.
like,
And the laughter is just monstrous. It's just like
Yeah, there's
sounds like a
few
monster.
that know how to do it, even if you like them or not. But like Kevin Hart's comedy makes sense,
But that's different.
in an arena.
for sure.
Or even Joe Rogan's, which I really don't like his stand-up, but he's like super physical.
He
you know.
knows because I think it's not comedy anymore. Then it becomes like crowd, like managing a huge ass crowd. It is not comedy anymore. You
But
know what I
it's not-
mean?
I don't think it's even manageable. I don't think they manage it because I've never been, but I'm sure if we go together to one of these shows,
Yeah.
I'm sure you could get unlucky and be in a part where everyone is just talking
Maybe.
and not even
Oh.
paying attention.
Here's an analogy. It's like giant wave surfing. You know, you have small wave surfers that are like doing airs and like getting airtime and like doing like crazy, like I don't know the name of the tricks in English, but like you know what I'm saying. They're crazy. They go back and forth.
Yeah.
In a giant wave, all you can do is just go
Just
forward.
survive.
Just survive. And just surviving looks awesome. So if you survive, it's good. Then I guess that's the arena comic. If you get laughters that feel like comes from a real place, once or twice is already enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But at the same time, I don't know. There's comics. One comic, Danny Ales, who hosts the Open Beer, Open
Oh,
Mic
yeah.
and Beer Station. He told me once, like I was like, because he was like, "Oh, you have good jokes." This is just to brag.
Yeah.
No. He was like, "Oh, your jokes are
Liam.
good." And I was like, "Yeah, but you're doing," because I saw him like in Instagram doing like a big theater or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Well, but it would suck in a theater." And he was like, "No, the opposite. Like,
Oh.
you would. It's way easier to do a theater."
Yeah, because people are just. I went to watch Louis C.K. in a theater, for
Right.
example, and I was so flabbergasted. I was so like impressed that Louis C.K. was in front of me.
Yeah.
I almost like had a panic attack, kind of honestly. And Pato said the same thing. He said, "I'm almost having a panic attack because it was so overwhelming that Louis C.K. was in a theater doing comedy for us that
Yeah.
he said hi. He was like, hi. We're like a retard, you know?
Yeah. It's the kind of thing. Yeah, right. Like a concert. You
Yeah.
know? Like it's like Ariana Grande is a great singer, but just showing up. It's impressive to the crowd. Like, oh my god, I'm physically.
Yeah.
Like even I didn't give a fuck, but I went to Mad Cool 2 years ago, and I watched Machine Gun Kelly, and I couldn't care less. But still, I was so close to the stage
Yeah.
that I was like, and I also like
Feeling it, yeah.
I was like, dude, it's the dude who
Tattoos.
bangs Megan Fox.
Yeah.
and
It
he's
is impressive.
almost sweating on
not
top
anymore.
of me. Not anymore.
Oh no, they broke up?
Yeah, she said that she found disturbing material on his phone,
Oh,
which
no.
has to be, at this point, child porn.
It has to
Yeah.
be, dude.
If not, you would say it. Nowadays, porn.
Or his album, his next album. No, that's
It's a country album, you
No,
know?
no.
She's like,
I saw the 2024 in Netflix. Did you see it? Like a rose.
oh, yeah.
yeah.
That was a Hannah Werner joke.
Jeff
Yes.
Ross.
Yeah. I that's
it Jeff
why I
Ross?
know. Actually, I didn't even know.
It
Oh,
was
sorry.
good.
Who's the roast for?
For the year 2024.
It's Jeff Ross's.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
It
host.
was Hannah
yearly-
Werner, Norm Macdonald, and
Morrill,
Yeah.
no,
Sam
sorry, Mark
Morrill.
Normand and Sam Morrill and
Yeah.
some other dudes.
Yeah. I'm
Miss
afraid.
Pat, who's
Miss Pat as well?
hilarious,
Yeah, she's great. I'm afraid as well that Barbara reads my notes.
Your notes.
I have notebooks
Okay.
Oh,
filled
okay,
with
yeah.
ideas. And the point of those notebooks is zero judgment. Whatever comes up in my head, it goes to paper.
Yeah.
And there's some crazy stuff there. Not pedophile porn, but it's like crazy ideas.
I wouldn't
So
hold you
pedophile
to
No.
pedophile scribbles.
Doodles.
Yeah.
No.
I wouldn't hold anyone accountable for their
Notebooks.
Notebook, yeah. I think
Um,
that's like your search history is way more like, oh, you're gonna fuck me over than literally writing like, I want to kill this bitch. I want to like.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think that is actually true on a notebook.
Yeah.
But if you see on Google like, oh, well, how to kill your wife?
Yeah.
You
That's
know?
concerning.
That is like you definitely want to do it, and you're gonna.
But how far? Because it kind of. I think that's the next breakthrough in terms of like societal conversations. I think we're gonna start talking about like Minority Report kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like how far along can we incarcerate people just because of things they think? Because if we have chips in our heads from Tesla or whatever, and they're reading our thoughts, I'm going to jail for sure.
Soon.
Everyone is, because everyone's thinking about I'll kill this guy or a fucking asshole, or talking shit about like women in your head, and you know what I mean?
That's true.
Like
that is my favorite song by The Cure. Talking shit about women in my head.
it's a
It's a
dope,
banger.
dope album name.
No, I don't think. I think it's pretty clear. Like there's like
Yeah,
things you can't do, and if you do them,
yeah,
you go to jail.
Yeah.
And if you don't do them,
you
like
don't go to jail. But
I
what if a
almost-
guy every day he's thinking about killing his wife in his head, and we have a way to know that?
let this nice dude
Live.
with this insane restraint.
Just think about it.
This dude wanted to kill his wife for 35 years straight, and he didn't do it. I would honestly give him
a
Money.
trophy.
money,
Pussy.
cold hard cash,
Yeah.
just to leave her.
Oh, it's gonna be crazy. I think that's the next sex revolution too, because if we read
Killing
everyone.
your wife.
No, no. I went to another time. I'm skipping the killing wife stuff.
Okay.
I'm going to like if we read minds in the future and there's no blockage between our minds and our phones, and we can know what you're thinking. I think everyone's gonna realize everyone's imagining how everyone would fuck. I think people imagine other people fucking way more than we would like to admit.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna be like, oh fuck, like you're gonna be at a party and everyone's gonna be just thinking like, I could have sex with that person, I could have sex with that person, and it's gonna be a mess.
I think the judgment is gonna be off the rails.
Yeah, you
Like,
think so?
You're gonna if you can read everyone's minds.
Oh,
people
yeah.
are gonna be on the subway like, what a slut. You know, like, it's just a fantasy, dude.
Yeah. Or it'll probably have the opposite effect in the long term. People will start judging, hopefully.
I don't think so. It's too cool to judge.
It's
People
awesome.
You can't get rid of judging, because like judging used to be like say Catholic people
Yeah.
judging people for their sexuality or stuff like that.
Yeah.
And Europe at least became way more free sexually and way less taboo. And now the sexually free people are like fucking retard Catholics.
Yes.
You know, like it's never gonna stop.
100%. Yeah. I would like to have a chip on Sergio's brain to know why he's so quiet all the time. I think. What if it's all rape and murder?
Dancing,
That's why you're so quiet. But no, for real, why did you choose to start comedy?
I don't know, man. I love
Deep.
comedy.
Were you just a fan of comedy?
Yeah,
and
I was a huge fan. I don't know. I watched all the
Specials
Comedia
and-
here.
yeah.
Yeah, specials in the States. I was like, I like it.
yeah.
I know.
could never do it, yeah.
No, never.
Well,
I
how,
don't know.
what-
I watched like a podcast of a comedian, a Spanish comedian. She said like,
yeah. What is it?
oh,
It's the machine. No, it's the washer. It's fine.
Okay.
It just beeps to shows that it's closing.
It's gonna stop.
I'll go check it out.
I think it stopped.
It stopped. Can you actually check if it's still recording the phone?
Oh, yeah.
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 Why then? Fuck. What made you like brave enough to break that silence barrier?
So that podcast, a comedian,
Spanish or?
yeah, a Spanish comedian, and I was like, she told like about like a course, I don't know, like classes of stand-up
Yeah.
comedy. I was like, I don't know. I feel like I'm doing it. And I went to Barcelona.
Really?
Like like intensive course.
How
1
long
month.
ago was that?
3 years now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 3 years. And the good thing about the course is like at the end you are gonna do like a performance.
A performance. Everyone says that. Yeah,
Yeah.
the course is good
Yeah,
just
it's
because
one,
of
like,
stage time.
basic things
Yeah,
that,
Yeah.
like to write something. That's all.
yeah,
But the performance was like
big deal.
I have
Yeah,
to do it. So that's what I do. Like,
That's- that's interesting. Were you shy in high school and stuff? Like, were you like nervous to give presentations in high school and stuff?
Of course, yeah.
Really? Really? And you're doing stand-up. That's crazy. Because my fiance Barbara, she's super shy as well to talk in public and stuff. And she said she would never remotely consider
Yeah, it was like
stand-up.
that.
But that's crazy. What was the? That's good. That's probably like I don't know. Like me, I talk a lot, so stand-up is natural. The reason I thought about stand-up is because
Yeah.
it fits.
But didn't you get nervous to do a presentation in high school? I think everyone gets nervous
At the beginning,
to
yes.
talk in public.
And I was very conscious about my body all the time when I was.
Yeah, your shitty body.
Yeah, my shitty body. I was very nervous. My hair,
Huge stick.
a huge dick,
dick.
but weird body.
He does brag a lot about
My giant cock.
no, like jogging.
It's because I'm proud of it. You know, I'm proud of the fact that it's not like me to have a healthy hobby. And I realized this recently. Like I'm close to 30, and like, dude, I've jogged every year of my life nonstop since I'm like 13 or 14. Like this is good. It's good to brag about that shit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
'Cause every other-
actually like crazy. Like
It doesn't show, right?
it sometimes it shows. No, it doesn't show.
No,
You look, you know.
I
Bad.
know. But it's the
Bad
holidays.
for you.
Bad
That's
for
a
me.
compliment. But for your standard,
It's.
I would kill for that body.
I used to look so hot when I was younger, dude.
Yeah.
I had a great body. And I didn't took advantage of it.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That you see like a picture of yourself with 17, you're in the pool or whatever.
Ah,
It's like,
fuck.
I had non-working out abs.
Yes.
Naturally defined.
Yeah, big chest.
I would have syphilis every month if I had that body now.
Yeah, and I was picky with the girls too because girls would hit on me and I would be like, no. And now I'm looking back like, fucking idiot. You thought you'd do way better than you did.
I think it's good actually because like the three of us, for example, are in happy relationships.
Yeah.
And I think if we still had that body, we would meet our
Attractive.
respective partners and we would be like, no, I can't be held down. I have to fuck
Really?
the world.
I met Barbara when I was at my peak physique, body wise. I think yeah.
But Barbara is like awesome.
Yeah,
Like she's older than you, which at that age you're totally impressed.
Dude.
That, like a beautiful woman
Yeah.
that is older would pay attention to it. You were
It's
probably, I mean, you are,
so-
but you were probably even more of a retard.
Yeah, for
back
sure.
then.
Oh,
And
yeah,
more,
for sure.
more immature.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna have a startup. Imagine me. You guys know me by now.
Yeah.
Imagine me, but like for sure I'll have a startup.
with crypto vibes.
Yeah.
Imagine you with like
Uh,
pump and dump cryptocurrency
Dude.
attitude.
I was so annoying. It was insufferable.
What was it? Just to try to save yourself a little bit. Was it you had this idea for a startup, or was it like, no, I'm gonna have some startup?
I knew. Honestly, came from to save myself here and not sound like a complete idiot. I always knew I was kind of creative.
Too late.
The silent assassin. I always thought like I was kind of creative, and I knew I had to do something with creativity because I'm not smart.
Okay.
The creativity is the only thing I have going for me. So I was like, I need to learn how to make money out of my creativity. And the most logical thing was like, I can be like an entrepreneur because you don't need to be smart to be in. Which is true, by the way. A bunch of startup owners are not like deep thinkers. They are just like
Oh,
quick.
no, for sure.
Yeah, they're just quick, good socially, and like
lucky.
creative. and lucky and come from rich parents, but creative, you know.
Yeah, creative.
Creative is literally like such
The last thing.
such a little small tiny thing.
Yeah, that's why I gave up on it, kind of, and also like I
In a
moved
way,
to
you're
Spain.
still doing it. You're always chasing that if you're creative. Putting it
Kinda.
as a startup is like a very douchey way
yeah
of portraying it, but
technology. Yeah,
doing stand-up or doing this podcast or like any
You're right.
of those things could be. Oh, when you wrote a book.
yeah, for nothing, but yeah, I did.
Okay.
You know what they say in literature, like the first 25 books are just
That's not fun at all. That's why I gave up, dude. I thought I had the best book in my hand a man has ever written. I was like, dude, it's like a 70-page book, not even that long, but it took me like 5 years to write it.
Oh, dude, I have to read it then. I
it's-
thought it was longer, and I didn't want to like.
Oh yeah, you never read it. I think you're gonna like it.
Yeah, I can do 70 pages.
With big letters too. It's
What is
fine.
that like?
And
Like
paintings.
10 episodes of One Piece.
Yeah, probably.
I think I can get through.
Barbara read it in one afternoon, for example.
Yeah,
So
you can
it's-
go if you enjoy it.
Yeah, it's quick, and I thought like, oh, for sure, I'm the next Kafka, dude. I'm the next. I was so confident,
Shoot
and then
for the stars.
I sent the book to like 2 editorials, and they both like said no, but it took like a year to respond, and they kept like clinging on. They were like, "Oh, we respond to you. No worry, next month." And a year went by, and they responded with a no, and that
Oh, I met one of the editorial people. No, I think.
you know one.
Yeah, once after we did a podcast, we were hanging out.
Oh, wait, what? No, I don't know
No?
anyone from any editorials.
Or maybe it was from
Say
the
yes.
fucking writing.
Say
group or
yes.
something.
Maybe the
Maybe-
writing group.
Maybe.
The the bald guy.
Maybe.
Yeah. I think you met them. Yeah, but that's the writing crew. That's my friends from the writing class that
Okay.
I did. No, I don't know anyone from editorial. I think that makes it easier, by the way, because they receive so many books, editorials, especially in Spain. Everyone in Spain wants to be a writer for some
Yeah.
fucking reason, dude. So
Is-
annoying.
There's some inherent loserdom to
Yeah.
Spaniards that we think that success goes from writing novels instead of like throwing poison in a fucking river
Exactly.
to make chocolate or something.
It's a romantic view of success
Yeah.
you guys have.
Yeah,
I noticed that.
I
yeah.
hate it.
But
Um,
Hate it.
it makes no sense. People, they don't know how to read here. So.
Yeah.
To be fair, it's true. Yeah.
There's so many
Decorative
people writing
books.
against people actually enjoying
Right.
literature. That's
Oh yeah,
true.
yeah, for sure. That's why I also stopped writing, because I realized I forced like all the books that I have there. I forced myself to read most of those, and at the end of the book, I was like, for what cost? Like, what did I learn from forcing myself to read a book?
Yeah. I think it's more trendy now to admit that you don't read than ever.
Which is awesome.
Yeah. When I was a
Finally.
teenager, it was literally taboo. I was
Everyone-
forcing myself to read, even like, and I read great books that I thoroughly enjoyed, but I read other pieces of shit, like
For
The
no
Capital by Karl Marx, just to
Dude.
prove a point.
Yeah.
And it's just a bullshit Substack about failing cryptos, basically. You know, that's what it is.
Yeah, me too. I try to read Nietzsche for very long. Like I committed, because I need to tell people that I read Nietzsche. Like I need to.
Yeah.
It's a need that I have, and it couldn't get through my head. I read a phrase and it was like, I don't understand what this guy's talking about.
Yeah.
Like, it just makes no sense to me. And then I watch a YouTube video about Nietzsche and I get it.
Yeah, and it's also like I get that an author would get upset about how Marvel movies are killing them, you know.
Yeah, but-
and you know, like the Fast and the Furious, you
Yeah.
know, and indie directors and whatever. But it's like, dude,
They're awesome.
my favorite, say like for example, The Last of Us
Yeah.
went to TV last year or 2 years ago, and people were shitting themselves at the quality of the narrative and how deep and beautiful and emotional it is. And we all gamers played that in 2013, and people were shitting on us. And it's like, honestly, I just can't justify. Like when you read a book, it's so often a bad book
Yeah.
that you finish it and you're like, how dare you?
Yeah. How
How
dare you
dare-
waste my time?
Yeah.
I spent a month or more, probably more. I tried reading like Infinite Jest. from David Foster Wallace.
Okay.
Wallace.
I've heard about it as a.
It's a 2,000 page book.
Oh shit.
And it's about like a science fiction, and the guy for sure is schizophrenic. Like he just talks no like punctuation. He's just long ass phrases.
Yeah.
And the book is good, but 2,000 pages. I read 150, and I'm like, I'm done. I cannot waste like a year of my life on this guy's schizophrenic rants. Like as good as it is, I'm not gonna do that.
That happens so often in movies now that I do miss great movies. They're rarer.
They're
and
rarer.
further apart. But some of them now, it's like they have such a point to prove.
Yeah.
That great cinema still exists, that they have to be 3.5 hours. And it's like, dude,
fuck you.
yeah, it's too, like The Irishman, I enjoyed.
I didn't.
But, you know, I didn't love it the way I love Casino or Goodfellas or
No.
The Wolf of Wall Street. But it's like, I literally would have loved it more if it was 2 hours, and it could have, and it should have.
Yeah. I think it's all about the impact it has in your psyche. Like whatever art form it is, if it's a book or movie, like if you carry it with you for long, it's automatically in my head good. Even if I didn't like it. But if I remember that movie forever, I need to admit it's a good movie because I'm talking about it 20 years later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know which movie. Like recently I watched a show with Kristen Bell, and she falls in love with a Jewish guy.
Oh yeah, the OC guy.
The OC guy.
Adam Brody. Or
Is it?
Adrian, yeah.
They fall in love. In paper, I would hate that show, but I keep talking about that show so much because it's actually good.
Yeah.
It's funny. The writers are all comedians, so it's good. You know. And
you loved it.
I loved it.
End of the
Rom-com.
day,
Loved
sometimes it's like, why? Because it's cool.
Yeah.
Because it's so cool.
Yeah.
That's it.
Vibes.
You know? Like I watched every fucking bullshit Star Wars show out of principle because I was such a fan since I was a little kid. Right?
Yeah.
And The Mandalorian, I think it's the coolest thing ever.
So good.
And people are like, why do you like this one and you don't like that one? It's like, because it's cooler.
It's just vibes.
I can't even justify, you know?
It's almost like childish to like it, but we like it, and it's good. That's the hope. Like I'm playing Zelda again, you know, the Breath of the Wild.
So good.
So good. And there's no like the story, and I like that they did that to Zelda too. They like fuck the story. No one's gonna pay attention. Yeah. Gameplay. It's all about
that's
gameplay.
That's the only thing I don't like because I'm such a Legend of Zelda nerd that I was like, but where does it fit into the timeline?
But it does if you play slowly and you read every conversation.
No, it makes no sense.
It doesn't.
They didn't. No, it breaks. There's so many retcons in the game. I still love the game, but you have to let go, and it's like maybe this is a new. The Switch ones are a new
Just enjoy
world.
Universe.
Yeah. You think so? Why? How come? What part of it?
Dude, this is like
deep cut.
Yeah.
Go for it. I love it. I'm a fan.
I'm
Like
going to be.
Go.
In Breath of the Wild, for example.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like probably in the end of the timeline, because it's like a long time past.
10,000 years.
And Zelda has like 3 timelines generally.
Ocarina of Time,
No, Ocarina of Time spawns 2 of them.
Majora's Mask, and
No,
yeah.
no. Those are games, not like timelines.
Okay.
Like until Ocarina of Time.
Yeah. I know about this. I know it spawns.
It spawns into 3.
Yeah. The Wind Waker one and the whatever. And then
that one is the weird one where Link dies.
Yeah.
Against Ganondorf in the end of Ocarina of Time.
Yes.
The second one is like the most standard, like Majora's Mask is the sequel.
Yes.
Like Link gets sent back to his timeline.
Yes.
And the other one is where the actual Hyrule that is left without Link because he got sent back.
In time.
So, in Breath of the Wild, for example, there's Koroks, which is like the cute forest creatures.
The ones that spit coconuts?
No, the ones that you actually find them, they're like a collectible. Like
yeah. You get like little seeds from them.
Those are supposed to be like the spawn of the Kokiri, like
Yeah.
where Link grows up in Ocarina of Time,
Yes.
in the Wind Waker timeline. But then you have things that only could belong in another timeline constantly.
Okay. Like things that go back and forth between the
Yeah.
two. I understand what you mean. Couldn't that be because fuck it, it's a video game, dude?
I like to think that Nintendo is taking things more seriously.
Yeah. No, but my thought process was I just think it's a more mature game because probably the audience is also older. You know, they're not gonna get new gamers on Zelda. Like Gen Z is not playing Zelda. Is my point.
You think? I think everyone is playing Zelda.
Hopefully, it's a great game. It's a great game, and
I mean, most kids now are like pumping and dumping crypto.
cross shipping
to
as
me.
well. Yeah, selling stuff on Amazon.
More useful.
Most 13-year-olds are making $50,000 a week.
That's retarded. I don't understand that. I see those. It cannot be normal. I think it's just 3 kids worldwide, and we think it's a bunch of them.
I think it's enough kids for it to be funny.
Yeah.
It's obviously not your average
Yeah.
high school kid.
No.
Or
No.
middle school kid, but it's like it used to be, like one kid in the world
Yeah.
was making
Yeah.
$50,000 a week by themselves.
Yeah.
Now maybe there's 1,000,
Fuck.
100. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
too many.
Yeah. It is. It is too many. I was also thinking about like girls that are on OnlyFans and they're making probably their families rich forever just because they're showing their tits.
Yeah.
And it's done. Like they'll probably make like $100 million by the time they're like 35 and then retire.
Yeah.
And that's their career. They haven't no need for anything else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I respect that a lot. I don't think it's wrong for them to do that.
I don't think it's wrong either.
If it works.
I had this idea for a joke that I still haven't tried. That's like it was very controversial. This OnlyFans woman that fucked 100 guys.
Oh
in a
yeah, I
day.
saw that. Yeah.
And I was
Well,
like,
I
that is
heard of
not-
You were there.
I heard of it.
I heard it. Yeah, we all
heard of it. Yeah.
Nobody paid.
Disgusting. I would never.
Nobody paid $55. I don't know.
Preposterous. No.
No, but to me, the idea is like I don't get what the big deal is. When I was a teenager, I jacked off 200 times a day. Like it's not even close.
For free.
For free. For no one. Yeah, it does. That's a lot. That's too much. I have a problem with that one. I don't think it's
Yeah. I mean, it's her
her choice.
Hopefully, obviously. I mean,
I
like
yeah.
nobody's like pushing her to do it. But to me, the funny thing is like, that is the worst sex of your life, being one
Yeah.
of the 100 guys. I'm not talking about like the gross part, like
No.
oh, it's gross, other dicks. No. Just you're
The
gonna
smell.
have the worst love and attention. Like she's
Ah.
not even.
No,
That
you're
is
just
the
a number.
worst sex you could possibly have. It's
Yeah.
like you could fall in love with a plastic vagina easier than
with that.
being one of the 100 dudes.
Yeah, yeah. You just
And
because
I'm a romantic.
you're a romantic. You're you want to be a novelist. The problem is why 100? Like where does this ambition come from? You know, I understand the goal, but I don't understand like pulling through with it. Like sometimes I have ideas as well, and I don't go with them. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems like no one was asking for this. Is what I mean. Like it's not like finally
I
someone
think
done it.
We should ask more people because I feel the same way. Like Adriana Chechik, for example, she's like a super successful porn star.
Yeah.
And she was all about like turning it into an athletic pursuit.
Really.
Like I think she took out like some molars to be able to
Suck more
deep
dick.
throat better or whatever, and she would
What?
get injured and stuff, trying to do like I'm gonna do
Okay.
triple anal or whatever. I feel like nobody
Is asking
gives
for
a
that.
shit.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's not why we jerk off to this.
But
That's not why you
maybe
get the
there's
money.
people out there, but
Yeah.
I'm not one of them.
I'm
for
not
sure.
one of them as well.
I'm like
Sergio is, but
Yeah.
he won't talk about it.
No.
one penis in one vagina. What is this?
Vagina,
Perfection.
what it is.
Why the vagina? Yeah, just the penis.
You want technology to make the vagina
Disappear.
generally, like so it's all ass for everybody.
AI remove this vagina. Yeah.
Ass and mouth only forever.
Oh fuck! Probably that's the porn of the future too. You're just gonna type a prompt like, "Show me this and this and this and this and that," and then it's just gonna generate that porn for you. That's upsetting. I don't know. Do you guys think sex is gonna be as important in continuing on? I think porn is good enough. I don't. I've been married for too long. I think I can handle porn. I'm not the type of guy that's like.
We might laugh, but you're speaking such a deep truth about society.
I think so. Yeah, I think porn is gonna be good enough. I don't think we're gonna need. Honestly,
I think it's already good enough for an alarming amount of people.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't know. Like I'm not the horniest guy, to be honest.
No.
Like I'm just like I love having sex with my girlfriend.
Yeah.
And
Sorry.
with kids. No, I'm kidding. No, especially
anymore.
like my girlfriend's number one always. But I do. But sometimes I hear guys talk about like their expectations of sex, and it's like I literally talked to a dude that would get upset because he wasn't getting 5 or 6 times.
Yeah.
A week.
Yeah,
sex.
that's insane.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Yeah, and this dude has our situations. He lives with his partner. You
Oh.
know, like and it's like, dude, that is crazy. You know, like 6 times a week to me is something natural when you just started dating.
Yeah.
You know.
But
Or
you
if
have
you're single.
but you have sex like 100 a day. You can relax for the little.
For like 10 years, you don't need to have sex anymore.
I just shot 100 loads.
Yeah.
And
It annoys me about like how much I think about sex and how much it occupies my head. But then I just jerk off and it's done. You know, I don't think about it. I don't want to plan. Like my single friends that are like, they're constantly on Tinder, on Grindr, specifically Sally. Like
he's
looking
gay.
for, yeah,
he's a gay dude.
he's a gay man.
Sally is
Yep.
gay.
For sure.
Yeah, okay.
Just
Just
checking.
Sally.
Yeah. Because you fuck him and you're like,
I
wanna-
wouldn't know if I thought he was straight when.
Oh no,
he
you're
sucked
being
my
serious?
dick. No,
Oh,
no.
okay. I just think it's a lot of time invested in that. But I thought about that. That's my personality. You know, I have friends that would call me gay for saying this because like, oh, what are you talking? It was the most important thing ever. I'm like, I don't think so. I think it's
Yeah.
like important because it's a lot. It's what I think about almost every day. But I don't want to make that like a goal. It doesn't need to be a goal. You know.
Yeah, I didn't realize how fucked up that was until I met Mathe, my girlfriend, and because I was totally like not saying it, not being a douche about it, but I did use Bumble literally as much as possible.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
wow.
I tried to, you know.
You went on a lot of dates, like you were the serial dater guy, or
Yeah.
casual hookups.
No, it's like both. That's what fucked me up. Like
Oh.
I had like 35 breakups in a year.
Oh.
So I was like so mentally
Yeah.
broken down, you know,
Yeah.
because I wasn't self-aware at all about what I wanted because I was lonely, but at the same time I wanted to fuck.
That's my point. Sometimes you just jerk off and that's it.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
you don't need to go to a $50 date, you know, €50.
Also, I kind of lived alone for the first time.
If you are paying, okay.
I was living alone by myself for like 2 years for the first time ever.
Yeah.
Because I always had roommates or a girlfriend or whatever.
Yeah.
So it kind of pushed me to do stuff because
date
I
more,
didn't
yeah.
want to just be
Hang
at
along.
home. Yeah. But it's just such a waste of time. Like I was single in comedy for not more than like 4 months.
2 days.
Yeah, honestly, like I did my first time with someone I was casually dating.
Yeah.
And then I met Matthew like maybe 5 months at most
Yeah.
into it. And it's so productive for comedy to be in a loving relationship.
For
because-
everything. For life.
For everything.
Yeah. Literally everything. It's more productive.
Like if I was just like consuming my life into like you see comics like that. And
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like, your material sucks because you're consuming your life into chasing pussy for literally no reason because it just fucks up opportunities for you.
Yeah.
And you're fucking female comics and being mean to them or being irresponsible emotionally.
It's literally a vice. It becomes a vice.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I'm talking about Sergio.
Yeah.
We all knew it.
More material. No?
Yeah. He's
I
famous for being the anal comic. He only
What?
fucks female comics and it's only in the ass.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wait.
And I'm the one who's receiving it.
Yeah. He's getting pegged by all of the female.
Anal comic. You guys have any anal jokes? I
have like a finger up the ass joke.
Yeah,
Of course.
of course.
And also I had like a gay tag, like an anal gay tag, which was very stupid.
Yeah.
It was like I said like I can do it because I'm embarrassed to do it on stage. It was like what I mean to say about this is that anal sex is overrated, unless you're gay, which means that it's correctly rated. It's the only thing you have. It is what it is.
The only hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This worked here way better than it worked the last
Oh, yeah?
40 times, which is why I took it out of the...
I don't think I have any. I was listening to the other podcasts that are happening now in Madrid. There are a couple of comedy podcasts from guys here.
Yeah.
And I think this is the worst one because like their clips and like they talk about like art in a very serious, again, Spaniards talking about serious art.
But that is so disgusting. Don't
Boring.
don't try. No, please. We need this.
That's my thinking,
Yeah.
right? My thinking is it's like kind of like punk rock, right? It's just our personality, things that we think are cool. But then I said this to Pato, that my approach to the podcast is to be as punk rock as possible. He's like, dude, that's not my approach at all. I want this to be good.
It's not about punk rock, but the idea of talking like super deeply about art. It's great.
I think also
it is great.
we're maybe older than the other podcast guys. And we know that life sucks a lot more.
Yeah, I used to be a douche like that. When I was
Me too.
21, I wanted to talk deeply about music.
Hey, I wanted to
Now
have a
it's like-
startup to save the world, you know?
Yeah, and now it's like if you
Write a
see
book.
these people talking about shit, it's like you want to kill them, their family, in
Yeah.
hope that they will kill themselves
Yeah.
out of the loneliness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely went back to like because when I was a teenager, I was a complete nihilist. I thought life is meaningless. Fuck it. And then I got hope, and then I wanted to make a startup, write a book, move to Spain. Like, let's do this. And now I'm back to being a nihilist, but a positive one. Like, I think I reached the balance of like, kind of, I think nothing matters, but let's just have a good one, just for the sake of it. You know what I mean?
Same, honestly.
Yeah?
I had the same like
Maturing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm way younger, which is surprising.
No, I did it when I was younger than
Fuck.
you. Like the whole arc.
I wanted to be proud to be more mature than you.
No, I am way better.
Always.
I'm concerned it's not recording the video anymore. I'll check.
I'll check. I have
You can
to
check?
place anyway.
Okay. Because I just remember I might be running out of memory on my phone.
Finally,
Is it good?
it's gone.
No, actually, it's
Fuck. It's the memory. Yeah. I'm not going to pause. Sergio, say something.
Something.
Do a solo, I don't know,
I'm gonna start
monologue.
freestyling.
Yeah.
We hate everyone. Yeah. Stop jerking off now. Oh, I don't know where they're going. No, it's the other one.
I don't know, say something.
What are you doing?
What is the last time you had sex?
5 minutes ago in that bathroom.
You jerked off in my
Jerking off.
Have you ever jerked off in a public place?
Yeah. With Michael Kamel, we were together.
Michael Cowell? Hold on, I don't know. Say something.
The autistic god. I don't know what to do. I just want to say, I'm not on the spectrum, Michael. You asked me, but bro, 3 comedians asked me if I'm on the spectrum.
Really?
I like
You're
no.
not?
because I have a joke or autistic.
What's
Like,
the joke?
oh, you are on the spectrum too. I'm like, no, I'm normal. Like, no.
They very quickly believe you too.
But I feel I have this joke like I don't want. It's true. I'm sorry. I don't want to be like in the spotlight, like in the center of attention.
Yeah.
I prefer to stay on the spectrum.
Ah, you're like,
And it's like,
I
yeah.
remember that joke.
I'm like an ocupa in the spectrum. So like, this is my home now. Hi,
Are you
Michael.
sure you're not
what? Gay?
I'm trying to figure out where I can save a storage.
A lot of gay porn on that storage.
Alright.
Oh my. Mark.
I'm back. I'm sorry for the silence,
I'm
aka for Sergio.
Okay.
I don't know, dude. You do. I would believe you were in the spectrum if you told me, but not because I don't think you're socially awkward. I just think you're very quiet.
Thank you. Oh, thank you too.
Yeah, you're welcome. Do you think? I don't know. How are you with women?
Good.
Terrible to them.
Yeah.
Very disrespectful.
Very disrespectful.
Why are they coming to the comedy's house? Like, I don't get it.
He's actually a sweet boy. You know, we went on vacation together.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we went on a little gay ass vacation.
Yeah, fucking
To
girlfriends
Valencia.
too.
No, but they found out, so they came. And I realized something about Sergio, which is like, I am a very anxious guy, very much like you.
Yeah.
But I am way less of a bitch about it. Like, literally.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very...
Oh, then me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like just I take the suffering
Yeah.
and I don't like vocalize it, but
Yeah.
I'm suffering regardless.
Yeah.
And
Pussy.
but
Pussy.
I am a
No, I'm the pussy. But I do that because I think I'm from a generation that we think it's fine to do that.
yeah, that's a cop out.
Yeah.
No, I mean, honestly, I get that 100%. Even my generation, like it gets laxer over
Yeah.
time. Yeah, but to me, I my anxiety traveling is like very big in a situation like that. I'm going with Sergio and his girlfriend,
Oh.
and it's like because I hope. I don't know, like our girlfriends get along fantastic.
Oh, fuck,
and
that's-
everybody gets along great, but what if maybe it doesn't stand a weekend
Yeah.
in Valencia, right?
Yeah.
And Sergio's the easiest guy because he's like me.
Yeah.
Like the kind of guy like we go to a restaurant, it's like
You know me.
the reservation, sorry, it's all filled, and we're like, okay, let's go to another place.
And that's it.
And I've been in so many trips.
Yeah.
It gets ruined because some fucking cunt, and I'm being non-gendered here.
But we get it.
No, I really like. Okay,
Snap to Mafe.
some boy or girl cunt
Okay.
decides that this is not acceptable, and we have to have dinner here,
Yeah.
or we have to go to this beach instead of.
It
this
has
other
to be
one.
that. Yeah. Like inflexible people. Yeah.
And the four of us are very much
Laid
like,
back.
fuck it.
That's the best.
Yeah.
That's the best time. Yeah.
we had dinner in like some great places and some whatever places.
Yeah.
Well, we'll
Fuck
keep
it.
fucking do it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just still a good time because, yeah, for sure. I hate people that are like the quality of the hangout is more important than the people. That makes me feel like I'm not enough. It's offensive, is what it is. It's like, dude, am I not enough? Like,
It's true.
like because I'm all for the people. Like I can go to a shitty ass bar, but if it's with you guys, I'll be more than happy. You know what I mean?
You really put words to a feeling that I've had so often without
Oh,
words.
Yeah, I'm proud about it too. I never thought about it. I
But it-
just came up with it.
It's true. You're hanging out in Madrid in whatever the fuck bar, like in your neighborhood, some
Yeah,
bar.
fuck it.
And people are like, no, let's go. Why don't we go to Huertas? That is fuck you to you.
Yeah.
And to everyone in the bar.
Yeah, that is, I'm not here because of us. I'm here because of something else that is
Yeah.
in my brain. That's either I want people to look at me,
Yeah.
either I want to take a picture here, either whatever it is, you know.
Or a signature cocktail of sorts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I want to feel like I live in a movie and you're not it. I watch there's this great YouTuber everyone should see. His name is I forgot his name. Fuck. Nathaniel Drew. That's his name. Nathaniel Drew. He's a YouTuber. Very pretentious, but he's really good filmmaker, and kind of like the themes of his videos is just he's talking about his life and with great shots. Like he's an American that moved to Paris, and then he makes videos about like why he had the need to move to Paris, and it's essentially that he talks about like the need to feel like he, lives in a movie.
Okay.
Because he grew up inspired by movies, he wanted to work in movies, and he started making YouTube videos, and he started to like try to make his life, and he realized that early on. So he did a completely 180. So he moved to the small town in France and like stopped making videos, and like he became like a hermit kind of. So he's like, that's also not the answer because I just became depressed. So that's the kind of like I don't know. It's interesting because he's exploring himself in a very radical way.
Why are people so like that nowadays? Not to sound like an old guy because I'm so young, but like, I'm so young. But like people are like I used to like this dude. He's called Wheezy Waiter. It was like back in the Ray William Johnson
Waiter?
days.
Yeah. I think I heard of him.
He did like funny, dumb sketches, and it was it was great.
Wheezy Waiter, I know. He kind of sounded like. Never mind.
Like this and fast and whatever. And like,
yeah, exactly.
He was very talented, very funny. He was a musician as well.
Yeah.
But then he kind of popped up into my feed like 3 years ago after like a 10-year long absence, and all of his videos is like, I'm gonna be vegan for a month.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run a marathon every day for a month. I'm gonna just cheat on my wife for a month. It's
to see what happens.
Stop trying to life hack your life. Life sometimes, dude, my cat died last month and it sucks and I fucking hate it.
I'm gonna kill cats for a month now.
Yeah, I can't. Exactly. I can't try to life hack that shit.
Yeah.
You deal with it.
I think to be devil advocates here, I think in one side it's interesting that people do that, because it is interesting to see a random dude try to like live in the middle of the woods for a week without any training. Oh, by the way, I wanted to talk about this guy. I saw an Instagram of a kid in the United States, handsome kid, like teenager. Well, hold on.
Hot? Would you say hot kid?
Yeah, but it's important that he's attractive too, because it makes it funnier.
Okay.
I think he's over 18, but anyways, he started making reels. He's from rural America, and he's like very religious, like those type of like American.
Yeah, the Bible Belt kind.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And he's making videos, fucking around with like lizards and snakes, and showing that they don't bite them. Like him, it's like he's just putting the mouth of the snake close to his face, like it's a dick. Okay. He'd be like, "Look, it won't bite me because I'm protected by Christ." And if it bites him, he's like, "Don't worry about it. I'm saved by Christ." So that's the premise of his YouTube channel, Instagram page. And there's a bunch of videos, and he became viral because he was fucking around with a venomous snake, and he was doing that, and it bit his leg, and everyone around him was like, "Oh, it's gonna kill you." And he's like, "What? Yeah, that's a venomous snake. You're gonna die." And now he's in the hospital, but he's still making reels about like it's all for Christ, and he's in the hospital bed. And it made me laugh so much because like, wow, I don't think it's even for religion. I think he just was doing that for the fame of Instagram and TikTok.
Of course, but it's funny that faith is in there.
Yeah,
because it's like if some dude makes a channel like, I'm gonna try to kill myself, that would be so sad and like so dramatic that. You would watch, but it wouldn't be comedy.
No,
it would be like, this is like very hard
dark
shit.
Yeah,
but this guy is like, God will protect me, which instantly is like, this is comedy. This is really funny.
It turns into comedy.
If you lose fingers and legs, like I hope it's like a really slow death.
Yeah.
He just keeps losing shit.
Yeah, he's going to amputate his leg. He just announced it yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, for real.
Holy shit.
His leg's going to get amputated.
But
And
it's the same, I don't know, attention whore mentality.
It is.
The OnlyFans.
It is. It is the same thing.
Yeah.
But it's way crazier because showing your tits is way milder than like fucking around with snakes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sucking 1,000 dicks is...
I'm gonna fuck 100 snakes.
Losing your leg is... Yeah, the chick with the 100 dudes on OnlyFans is like, well, yeah, if you can. If you can make the time for it.
If you can't.
If you can't.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. Because I do think the comedian... It's very close to that because we're like whoring ourselves out for laughs. Okay, I offended everyone.
No. It depends. Like Sergio, for example, is not as revealing of his personal life as I am, and I feel like I am very, but I am choosing.
Yeah.
I'm not. It's not.
You're
the
picky.
same
You choose the theme. You won't lose.
Yeah.
It's not like the Hollywood star that reveals where he's gonna go, so the paparazzi haunts them. You know, like I'm choosing to let go of this shit, you know, and tell the same way as you do.
Yeah.
But there's other shit that you would never, you know.
But I found what I should and shouldn't tell by trial and error. I didn't know at the beginning, you know, at the first month, I was just say every insecurity, because for me, my insecurities are funny.
Yeah.
So I would just let them go on stage. And the ones that didn't get laughs are the ones that like, I don't have them all figured out yet. And I shouldn't be joking about them publicly because, you know.
And maybe you were just less skilled and you didn't know.
For sure.
Like there's a lot of insecurities that I wanted to talk about on stage.
Yeah.
That it took me like a year and a half or 2 or 3.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You can't articulate it that well when you're starting.
Yeah. I have a joke that I wish I came back to it because it's a really good and true joke about sexuality that I didn't know how to do it before. And I'm just the joke is I'm not gay, but when I was 15, I used to put my erect penis between the bed mattress and the bed frame and fuck it. Okay. And that was 15 years ago. So who knows what I'll do in 15 years in the future.
Yeah.
And that joke kind of works, but I found ways to tweak it now.
Yeah.
To make it funnier. And back in the day, like I couldn't.
It's a great idea. It was a great idea without like a proper punchline.
Exactly. Yeah.
But the idea is like that is a great twist. Like who knows?
Who knows what I'll do?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the tag needs to be there too, which is like I don't do this shit anymore because I'm not crazy, you know. So who knows what I'll do in 15 years, you know?
I'm so normal that I only have sex.
Yeah.
People
with nobody.
With my phone. No, but for sure it's kind of it doesn't give you guys like probably not you, Sergio, but a little anxiety knowing that you're going up on stage and talking about, because for me I'm a year in December I made a year of stand-up, and I realized holy shit, like not everyone is like super open about their gnarly ideas about life, you know. And it made me feel like very vulnerable. Like I've been a year podcast stand-up, like there's been a year of my life where I'm sharing a lot and I'm not getting anything in return necessarily, you know. And it's like, what is this for? What's this for, really? Do you guys feel like that ever or no?
I used to, but way before. I used to do podcasts before comedy. And at first I was like, oh, what if somebody in my life, it's like nobody in my life is gonna listen to anything that I do. But you know, I don't know. I think the good thing in comedy is that you can be like, it's a joke. It's true. Like if
it's a cop out, but it's true.
Unless your whole thing is like real storytelling, like the fucking the Rothaniel guy.
And
I watched his show this year. It's great. It's fantastic.
Gerard Carmichael.
Yeah, this dude, he can't get away with that, but we can be like, because sometimes I tell shit like my girlfriend did this, and it's like in July because it works better in July and it happened in March. It's like, who gives a shit?
She won't. Like, it's funny, every time we hang out with Masha, with your girlfriend, you immediately introduce her and you say, this is why she sucks. And you start doing jokes about her. And I think that's hilarious.
She thinks she's the best. I love her so much. She's so flawed like me. No, I think it's she sucks, dude. No.
But it's awesome. It feels like kind of like it's awesome. It's awesome because like I see people that are really concerned about sharing stuff, personal stuff. And they're always trying to be super polished and never have a mistake ever in what they say. And I'm like, dude, get over that, you know?
It's like that's the best thing, like in a relationship. Like my girlfriend is funny,
Yeah.
so I can be funny with her.
Yeah.
And how many times have you had a guy friend? I was gonna say boyfriend. A guy friend that is like, be cool, my girlfriend's coming.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sorry,
yeah,
but
yeah.
that is 100%
That is hell.
on you.
That is, yeah.
Like, you are a piece of shit for doing that. Not even to us.
You're
but
lying to your girlfriend.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
not being honest with her.
Yeah.
100%.
If your girlfriend is gonna be outraged by pleasant conversation with sometimes a gay joke,
Yeah.
then she's an idiot.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
For sure.
And but most times he's an idiot for pretending,
For protecting her, kind of.
Yeah.
Because what you want to do is expose her as soon as you can to that side of you. And if it doesn't work, dude, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
You know? It's your side. What do you think, Sergio?
I don't know. I'm on stage. I'm not sharing like own personal things, but I have to think like, I don't know. I have like jokes about having sex with my grandma.
Yeah, like real stuff.
Yeah, real stuff, and no problem.
I understand what you mean. That too, by the way. I don't mean just sharing personal stuff. I mean sharing vulnerable stuff. And that's vulnerable. Yeah. You know, saying you're going to have sex with your grandma. It's vulnerable.
Not anymore.
She died?
She died.
I had this little stupid tag that alludes to maybe I fucked my dad. It's like super silly.
Yeah, I know that.
It's the silliest one, but the crowd got so like uptight. I think it was our last show that we did one. That I was like, no, we never. I mean, we were boyfriends one summer. I mean, we made out, but I was a teenager. We didn't even fuck. And I just like drew it out like for
forever.
Like, I mean, forever, which means like 1 minute probably.
Yeah. But that's a long time if
that
everyone's
is
so comfortable.
1,000 minutes talking about like making out with my dad.
And you finish with, we are not boyfriend, right?
It's like, no.
We broke up.
Oh, we are engaged.
He has a new guy now.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, people, it's funny to me that people would get like, it's freeing to do that because you see people getting uptight, and that instead of being shame, it's more like power to you.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
and
they are fucking idiots.
I did a Spanish mic once, the Ruta 66.
Yeah.
And it was summer, and it was a bunch of like mothers and children because it was vacation, you know, so they were there. And all my set is horrible at that point. I only say stuff about like, I don't know, whatever. And I kept insisting in a joke about, what was it? Oh yeah, I'm gonna switch the joke a little bit because I think people from my work are starting to listening to this now. It's a joke about jerking off in someone's face from my work. I won't put the hierarchy there.
Well, as long as you made it so anonymous.
It is. It's generic. But I saw everyone get upset by that. And I kept repeating the punchline in different ways. And it didn't help. It just made things worse. But I felt good for some reason because I knew I wasn't gonna get a laugh with anything else. So I just might as well explore this moment and see what happens.
You're doing the work at least. It's like, oh, this is disgusting. Let me try something more disgusting because maybe the answer lies in there. Like,
it will break through this. And it did when I said, I looked at a lady and I said, who are you here with? And she said, my coworkers. And she giggled. And I said, do you think anyone of your coworkers wish they would come in your face? And they died laughing. That broke them.
Not again.
I think I just did a 1 p.m. spot in a comedy club. It was good. But I went on first, which was a horrible idea because I was the filthiest comic by far in the lineup. But lately, I think I just figured this out, which is like last summer. I think I figured that out, which is like who cares? Who cares how filthy or not filthy? Who cares how many grandmothers or children, small children? Well, I do get upset by if I see them.
But younger people,
just do the same thing you do every time, right?
Yes.
Like don't try to
push out. Don't remove yourself from the.
And I did well. Like I could have done better. You know, I was first 1 p.m. crowd. It was like 2 big groups of families.
Yeah.
So there were aunts and nephews.
Oh
And,
yes.
but still, like I found one young guy that had a beer, so it's like, oh, he's overage.
Yeah.
And I just leaned into him like if you say something like fucking ludicrous,
Okay.
I blamed him too. Like, do you ever fuck your own ass, right? Sergio? He was called Sergio as well, and I would lean on Sergio for everything. And people laughed at seeing Sergio
bringing him along,
embarrassed.
yeah.
But that was like the first two jokes.
Yeah.
Up until after that, I was just doing my set.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, you include them in the in the jokes, because
So it's
otherwise.
like, don't be like the.
Hey, by the way, how long have you been going for? Do you know?
No idea. Maybe 1 hour.
That's good. No, we're under time. It's fine. We still have time.
Okay.
We still have time.
We still can live. No, but it's like the thing you can't be. This is what I've learned. I think the thing you can't afford to be is like the ludicrous fucking rape joke comic.
Oh yeah,
that
for
is
sure, no.
embarrassed about being that.
Oh,
You have to.
Yeah,
whatever you
yeah.
are,
Head
you
first.
have to be.
Yeah, don't second guess.
Yeah. Like, I think Sergio, for example, learned that way before me because his material was way more offensive than mine from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the problem, they don't have the crowd. You need to like. Well, I make fun of me first.
Yeah.
And then I can say like, anything,
Yeah.
almost anything.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like a rape joke.
Yeah.
They have to think that is a joke.
Yeah. They
They're
need to
not
get to
seem
know
like
you a little bit.
Rapist.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't do 5 politics jokes and people are like, I think this guy's a rapist, and then do like you can't do
No.
that. You have to
Uh,
be clear about the
Yeah.
joke part.
But how? I don't think that. Like, I don't know. I don't have enough jokes, self-deprecating jokes, to make my material. Like, I had to step back a little on my dark jokes because of that. Like, I'm not sure how to sell myself to an audience completely. You know. Also, because I do think in English the audience is so diverse. It's people from literally everywhere. It's harder to explain what you are. You know.
Yeah. I mean, I think your self-deprecation sometimes, like you did my open mic,
Yeah.
and you did great. You
Yeah.
did a
Thank
great
you.
job.
By the way.
And like your fucking nervous ass energy,
Yeah.
in a way, it's already telling a story.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm so fucking like.
Yeah.
What do I do with my hands?
Wait.
That kind of vibe.
Yeah. That I channel. I have a podcast where I tell Pato I figured that out. It was around before summer this year. I figured out when I was acting out my nervousness on stage.
Yeah.
People were laughing more, and I thought it's the opposite of what everyone tells me, which is you need to be confident on stage. But people laugh way more if I'm like a nervous
Yeah.
creep.
Yeah, if you are like this, talk about that.
Yeah,
Like,
talk about it. Yeah.
I think like you have like unaware tags to jokes sometimes. Like the first
Yeah.
time I listened to your like swastika on the walls joke.
Yeah, you
which
told
I
me that,
really
yeah.
enjoy that. Yeah, the idea of like I'm not gonna ruin the joke, but Gabriel is walking down the neighborhood.
You can
and
tell
he
it.
sees a swastika, and he's like, "Oh fuck."
That's
His
swastika.
"oh fuck" is very funny. He's very well acted.
Yeah.
Like it's the kind of "oh fuck" that gets a laugh in a Seth Rogen movie. It's like a visual and audio thing together.
Yeah.
And I don't have that. I feel like I couldn't do
You
"oh
do.
fuck."
But it's different. Mine is a like Jewy nervousness, and yours is not. Yours is like is more of like a Louis C.K. kind of slower reaction to stuff, which is really funny. Like you say stuff and you don't move a lot, but you have expressions in your face that show. I don't know how to explain it. Mine is like jittery, but that's just one style of being like
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm doing gymnastics when I'm just like moving my face.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you can, as an audience member,
It
you
feels
can
like
tell.
I'm finally a physical comedian, and I just learned how to smile when I definitely should.
Yeah,
Joke.
but it shows like the small movements because you move so little and you're like this
Yeah.
usually with your hands.
Yeah.
That's the funny
When you
part.
do this with your face, everyone's like, "Oh shit, he moved."
He's alive.
Yeah, he's alive. It makes it funnier. It
I
does.
think it's just ripping off Shane Gillis. You just hold the mic like this, and you like explain doing
Yeah.
this, and then the punchline is like, if you want to get extremely physical with it, you go like, "What the fuck?" dude?"
Yeah, you lean in halfway through.
And you're done. They just like signed your
Yeah.
Netflix contract.
Yeah. That's like a older parent, like your grandfather telling a joke when he does a mild movement because he moves so little. When he does a mild movement, everyone cracks up. You know.
Holy shit!
But I think you were going to I have unaware tags because
Yeah.
you said that I'm bothered by the people that cross the swastikas. Like they do
Yeah.
with other color graffiti, some defensor of anti-Nazis go there and they do like a cross around it, over it. And you said, the joke is I'm more annoyed at the person that does the cross because
You're
who do you think you're helping? Yeah.
Exactly.
That's not tic-tac-toe. What?
Yeah.
Like, you don't finally feel safe in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like, because
It doesn't solve anything.
the idea of you thinking that every person that sprays a swastika is like a honest to goodness like fucking Nazi that is beating up people up is retarded.
Yeah.
So like the idea of you being very distraught by that and then being like, this isn't enough, we need the daredevil. You know? That's what
Yeah.
really sells it.
Yeah. Exactly. And that you gave that to me because I didn't realize the first joke was
you
just me.
can use literally any superhero, but,
That's true.
but that is yours. That is free of
Yeah.
charge too.
No, but I'm saying you gave the idea to explore that I hate the people crossing the thing.
Oh, yeah.
The first version of that joke was just me talking about how afraid I am of Nazis.
Yeah.
And then it became like you said, no, you're pissed off against people that hate Nazis. That's what you need to do.
They're afraid.
you really are the kind of dude that needs like sometimes some of your jokes are great ideas and they need somebody to explain it to you.
To me,
Yeah.
100%. Because that's how I write. I don't. I talk to Victor about this a lot. I don't plan what I write. I just start writing. Free format. Fuck it. And it's not productive sometimes, but it's fun.
It's fine. Whatever.
It's hilarious. It's fun to me, you know, because sometimes I get to conclusions that I wasn't even thinking. I giggle. Oh.
But by the way, I learned something today that might help you because it's.
Did you get
like,
your test back?
No. We don't talk about that.
You're gonna be at that again.
Again.
No, it's parenting advice.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw a mom and a kid today.
Don't kill your baby.
And what?
Don't kill your baby.
Don't kill your baby?
Don't
Yeah,
don't
that's
kill
what
it. I mean, love it in terms of not killing it.
Yeah.
First. But also like I was like standing on the sidewalk like waiting to cross. Like the street light was on red
Yeah.
for us, for the pedestrians.
Yes.
And
For us.
when I see a kid sometimes with their parents, sometimes I will, even though I know I can cross, I will stop because it's a good example. You know what I mean?
I get what you mean.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was doing that with a kid.
And you
And
grab
then-
the kid.
No. The kid, another kid pushed the kid aside, and
And
the mom
crossed
was like, "Cross,"
Really?
in a kind of busy street.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I was like, those guys are gonna get faster to their location. Like the other
They're
ones
learning.
are kind of losers.
No joke. This is a conversation we have in Brazil all the time because in Brazil no one respects street signs like at all.
Yeah.
And in Europe, you guys respect it too much. And the thing we say in Brazil is, Germans are great because they would stop at every stop sign or every red light, even if aren't any cars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's great. because then us Brazilians cross the street faster and get to where we want before the Germans. That's
Right.
the little joke we do in
Yeah,
Brazil.
yeah.
And I do think that's kind of, I understand what you're coming from. It's kind of irony, but I do believe my daughter is going to be an asshole. I'm going to teach her to be a Brazilian in Spain.
It's I don't think I think people in Spain, for example, at least me, I am very very frisky
About laws.
about jaywalking
Yeah.
in my neighborhood.
Is it illegal in Spain to jaywalk? Because people do it.
Everyone in every
Everyone.
place it's illegal.
In Brazil, no. You cannot get a fine for jaywalking.
Really?
Yeah.
That is
That I know of. Maybe you can.
no. I think you like it's
Like it's not a concern.
You can't get a fine per se, but it's like a misdemeanor. It's a reason for a police officer to
Stop you.
Yeah, and then maybe you have 5 kilos of cocaine on.
And you don't want to get caught.
So yeah, if you're like a big ass drug dealer, don't fucking jaywalk. Don't be an idiot. Wait for that stop sign to.
No, they're good parenting advice.
Yeah, I think. No, also don't just be with them.
Yeah.
Don't go and they're here
Don't
and
separate.
you don't come back. Be
Stay
always
around.
be back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't go
Parenting.
to work and then whatever.
Yeah, I understand.
Whatever is not even close to enough.
Yeah. You need to play. Like we are making like little objectives because the first year of the baby, it's not social. It's more of a task. It's just a
I heard you talk about
Survive.
it in this week's podcast. Last week's,
yeah.
like that you and Barbara were making like a
Resolutions for the baby. Yeah.
yeah,
Like New
we
Year's
want,
resolutions.
her to do achieve this and that.
Yeah.
What kind of things are this and that? Because I'm honestly curious.
Yeah, it's things more for us. Like one thing that I really have in mind, like I want my baby or my kid or the person that's gonna grow up to be an adult. I want to be like to enjoy spending time with them. So we want the thing as in the baby to not be annoying. So
So,
So-
there's a lot of pressure, like in her first year.
Don't be annoying, dude.
has to learn how to be a good hang.
honestly, yeah, I do believe
Most people take at least 13 years.
Yeah.
To be a decent hang.
No, but
And that is like the best hangs.
1 year.
but honestly, like the goals we have is very simple for the first years. Like just have a sleeping schedule that is not all over the place.
Okay.
What else was in there?
Playtime.
Yeah, learning about Bitcoin investment, that type
Yeah.
of necessary stuff early on. I don't know. It's just things that like won't make our life hell, but it will take time. Like it's not natural for us to do it. It's like things that will take time of our life and sacrifice.
I'm gonna be like the most severe
I forget
judge
the rest of the list.
on Gaetana because of the list. You know, like I'm gonna be like on
You-
her second birthday. On her second birthday, I'm gonna be like her opinions of Fight Club are fucking bullshit. She didn't even get like the message of the movie, like everything escaped her. The
No.
anti-capitalist like theme, like this kid is a fucking stupid. No,
Yeah, she's gonna drop something on the floor. You're gonna be like, of course.
of course. Butterfingers.
Another thing is like playtime. We want to have daily family playtime. Just
Yeah, that's
interacting.
what I heard in the podcast.
Yeah.
That is cool. That is honestly the coolest thing ever.
But that's gonna be the hardest one for us. As a couple, we do spend a lot of time on our phones, which sucks. You know, we try to police ourselves to not do it, but it's hard. It's not easy to like.
I think it's a great excuse though, because I love this. People hate it. Parents hate it.
Yeah,
this
why?
comparison, but with cats, which
I
is
don't
basically
care.
the same thing.
Yeah, I don't care.
No, but
it
honestly,
is true.
To
Yeah.
me, like playtime with my cat is like a great. It started being kind of a struggle because you have to really pull out of
Dude, yeah.
your phone, video games, bullshit, scroll. Being
Yeah,
on
the reality is that it's
laptop.
not going to be fun for you because you're playing sometimes, but not every time. And the discipline to do it every time is important.
I think the
think.
satisfaction of checking the box of I'm not a piece of shit
Yeah, for
cat
sure.
owner or father, I don't care,
Yeah.
is like the consistency makes it way more pleasurable.
Oh, you're right.
If
Yeah.
you're very inconsistent, it's always a hassle.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're definitely right. But also, like,
I play with my cat every day. I feed it once a week, but I play every day.
really?
No, I'm kidding. No,
Oh, okay.
I feed it every day as well.
I was gonna say that's a lot of cat playtime. I don't think cats. Barbara came to grab the cookies you brought her.
Yeah.
Go back to your cave, monster. Just kidding. She's so uncomfortable now with the pregnancy. It's crazy.
Every time you talk to Barbara in the podcast, you say the most like
Horrendous.
I know you would never ever in your life.
No,
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 thank
we're
you.
good. We're good. We're good. It's gross to eat on the microphone. The yeah, it's crazy how like we're 8 months in on the pregnancy,
It's almost done.
dude. It's almost done. Bye. Go back to the cave, monster.
Unacceptable.
Beast. No, but she
It's
is.
just that, you didn't say bitch, so everything's fine. It's like it's not. It's-
Calling her a monster is kind of worse.
yeah.
I started calling her a belly. Just hey, belly, come over, come over here.
But it's-
Dance.
In Portuguese, it's funnier. It's barrigas.
you can.
But
Hey, barrigas, come over.
That is first off. That is way funnier.
volta
But,
para
yes,
low, yeah.
but you can make that cute.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You can't make monster cute as easily.
yeah.
I think you can though.
I think you can pull it off somehow.
Sorry, 8 months. I'm derailing.
Oh,
the
yeah.
conversation.
The point is, she's starting. First of all, it's cute when they start to get pregnant because it's like, oh my god, there's a life inside me and everything is beautiful.
Yeah.
At the end, they're like, get out, get out of me.
Could you tell this fucking bitch? No, that's Kaitana. It's like, could you tell this bitch?
Yeah, she was yesterday. Yesterday,
Pay rent.
play, do something. You know, it is funny that yesterday she was complaining, like upset, like she's kicking me all day. She's not stopping, and I started laughing
The
because
first time I bet it was like, oh,
yeah,
oh, the little kicks.
now it's annoying. Yeah,
Such
exactly.
a man.
Yeah. It's like, what?
Such a man.
My daughter is gonna have dude soccer legs.
Fuck.
From the kick.
Yeah, for sure. Strong ass legs.
With like
I'm
Nike soccer shoes.
yeah, I'm scared for Caetana because like Barbara and I were very like socially awkward people, and I'm scared that that's the thing that I don't know if I'll be able to teach her, like how to behave socially.
Oh, she's gonna be fine.
Okay.
She's gonna be fine.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
Yeah,
Okay.
dude.
yeah.
No.
Liam told me.
Yeah, Liam told me. Done
Just
deal.
don't
dude.
even think about it ever again. No. I was here.
He has a cat.
I
Yeah.
did learn a lot
He has a car.
with my
The
cat
cat
about
whisperer.
social awkwardness. No, I do have a point about this.
Not anymore.
And I will go to pee, and if you want, we can end the podcast.
All right.
Or we can continue. I
All right,
don't
let's
even
see.
Care. But I have observed, and in my experience, my dad is borderline autistic
Yeah.
socially, and I am, and my mom was very, not as my dad, but more like Catholic wise. Like,
Yeah.
oh, don't say this, don't say that. Very taboo. Like,
Yeah, they
and
don't
I am
don't have
the
fun.
opposite of
Yeah.
that. But also, I've found that a lot of my my older friends, they're like 45, 50, that they have like teenage kids already. The ones that are like painfully too not awkward, too social,
Oh.
annoyingly social. The kids are kind of shy.
Really?
Usually, yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It goes the other way around.
And this is science. This is not an opinion.
It's hard science. Yeah.
This is me saying the truth.
Yeah.
About
All right.
something.
I'll take your word for it.
As
You
usual.
go to pee. Do you think you're gonna have kids? We're not gonna stop you, by the way.
I don't know, man.
You
It's
want
Too
to?
expensive.
It is.
Yeah, probably I want to, but
You think it's too expensive? I don't think it's like it. It is if you don't
Yeah, but-
want to spend on something that is not you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's selfies. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. But it's not. It's like in Spain, especially, it's kind of okay.
Yeah, nowadays in Spain, like no one has baby.
No one has a kid.
No.
I'm nervous about that too. I'm the youngest guy. Like we're gonna go.
He's gonna be the only
The young
in
dude.
The school.
Yeah.
Like, no.
I'm gonna. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
People, the other parents are gonna think I'm someone's kid. You know,
Like, who's this?
who's this teenager?
He's coming to school now.
Yeah, no. But for sure, I'll leave my beard grow, and that will help or
You'll
something.
be a philosopher.
Yeah. No, but you're right. We're gonna go to visit some schools,
Okay.
kindergarten schools, to know where to. It's crazy because like she's not gonna even be one, but I'll leave her someplace that I don't know what's gonna happen
Yeah.
to her. It's kind of frightening, and all the parents on those schools are like average like 50-year-olds. You know,
Yeah, probably.
the dads, the moms are younger, of
You
course.
are now
I'm 28.
28. Okay.
Yeah, which is dangerously
Yeah,
young.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, your kid is gonna be with guys your age.
gross, dude. Well, yeah, you're right.
Bro,
kinda.
I mean, if she's cool enough.
It is crazy to think that. Yeah, you're right.
If she's super nerdy, she might end up with someone her age. Like
Yeah.
a nerd.
Yeah, but that I remember actually in high school, like it was very normal in my generation in Brazil for 15-year-olds to date 20, 25-year-olds. It wasn't weird. Everyone was
Yeah.
doing it. You know.
Yeah.
Same here.
Yeah.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah.
Did you do that, Liam? You said it too confidently.
No. I was
No.
jealous. I was jealous of my of those. Old
Me too.
dudes.
Yeah, me too. I was jealous of the girls.
And hottest chicks were, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
No, age is just a number. And I have the joke like, maybe that's the problem. Age is usually two numbers.
Yeah, you should be too.
I don't
Oh, that's
know.
good. Are you writing a lot or no?
Yeah, I'm right every day.
Every day?
Yeah, but like I don't know. I
My
walk
voice
down
went
the
too high
street
for that.
And like, oh, I have this idea, and I write it down.
Okay, so you don't like
No,
neatly write
no,
it.
I can sit and okay,
No.
I'm gonna write for 1 hour. No, I can.
you have thoughts and
I
then
mean,
you just
I
put them
can,
down.
but it's gonna be silly jokes.
Yeah, I
And
understand.
it's like,
Not good jokes. Yeah.
yeah,
Like you just write down whatever pops up in your head.
yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I can do that. I don't know. Sometimes I have that, but it happens once a month, and that's not enough to
No, I do it like a week,
really.
and then when I have like an open mic or so,
You try it out.
Okay, I have this show about Liam, and then this one. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna
They're
try
mostly
it out.
about Liam.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of them kind of like tie into insulting me very easily.
Really?
Because he doesn't usually do it, but when we do
Yeah.
the show,
People say that I'm Irish, and not like this.
yeah. The other day, one of the best jokes, which is very unfortunate for me.
Yeah.
But we were both having like a rough set. It wasn't the best.
Yeah.
It was whatever. It was 50-50. And Sergio had something about like I'm a redhead. But unlike this fucking other retard, and I went first and then, and people were like, it is. It's true.
What is with redheads that people laugh so much when we joke about them? It is true. You're not a redhead.
No, it's just only the beer.
Oh, okay, I
Yeah.
understand. Yeah, I can kind of tell. Actually, you kind of look. If I dress you as an Irishman, like a leprechaun, you could pull it off, right?
See?
Yeah, there's some. Yeah.
Imagine with a green top hat, the green
Yeah.
suit. I could see you as a leprechaun.
I mean, I used to be very clearly redheaded beer as well, but
Nah, but
now
you're
it's going
clearly-
gray.
Oh, yeah, but a little.
I think it's less even
Yeah,
less
you're right.
noticeable than
Yeah.
before.
But you're a redhead.
I mean, not in the face.
He is.
Maybe only in the face, not in the hair.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
was your mom redhead or no?
No. I have a cousin that is like a fucking like a Bloody Mary redhead,
Really?
which is awesome, like
Oh.
blood red,
In
hair.
like white skin, super fair skin.
Yeah, like 10,000 times more than me, like extreme.
impossible.
I had a albino Arabic friend
Yeah,
growing up, and that was crazy.
that is funny. I don't know if it's crazy.
I don't know.
But it's funny.
You need to find a punchline. That's just the premise. But it's true. When I was growing up in Brazil,
Redhead, Arabic
albino. He was like smoke hookahs, like shisha all the time, and like be very offensive to women. But everyone
Yeah.
would treat him very nicely because he was
You're about to explode.
about to explode. You know a fact about albinos? Their eyes are constantly vibrating. Do you know that?
I didn't.
Yeah.
There was an albino kid in our school, but he had like other privileges because he was a giant, a strong giant.
No way.
He was like over 2 meters tall and kind of buff.
Did he come straight from Game of Thrones? What the fuck is this man?
So it was like
a giant
everyone
albino.
was like, "Oh, look at the fucking albino," and he was like, "Oh, I will wreck your life.
I'll crush you.
Yeah. And he would actually do good with the ladies.
Really?
Yeah. He
Oh,
was
wow.
very attractive.
Albino. You know what's weird? What does an albino dick look like? I bet we could find out online.
I think like the parts are the same.
Let's look for it.
Like the head, he has a head and a shaft.
Yeah.
And everything. But
Oh yeah. It's a dick.
I don't know. You're asking.
It's
you know?
albino with a BBC.
Albino dick.
This is going straight to Pato's feet because of the.
It is actually. It's on the.
Okay.
What is this? A
Mushrooms.
mushroom came up.
This is just mushrooms.
Mushrooms.
No, I
They're
want an
trying
actual.
to say something.
Yeah. Penis.
Penis.
Still, all mushrooms. What the fuck?
Do you think
Albino dick is a mushroom type.
maybe there's no recording? There's no records of an
Albino
dick.
penis?
They have no dicks.
What other
Maybe
word?
they're dickless.
Explicit.
Maybe they have.
Just
Like a
turn this safe search. Not.
No.
Where is it?
I don't know.
Hide them
There
by
you go.
safe-
Oh, safe search. It is
Yeah.
on. Off. Let's go Wild West on this shit.
You're gonna be a dad, so I will remind you to turn it back on.
That's Victor
Okay.
dicks.
Wait, yeah, it's all mushrooms. I don't think there's any
A lion.
a lion. I don't think there's any
Just penis.
recorded albino penises
Yeah,
in the
maybe
world.
we're
No
doing this.
records.
If someone finds an albino penis somewhere, send it to us. I'm curious, honestly.
And we will negotiate with Bang Bros or whatever bullshit porn,
Dude,
right?
albino porn. Isn't albino porn a thing?
I mean, I
porn.
don't know how redhead porn is. Well, for
Oh, okay,
dudes.
here we go.
Okay.
But that's just a blonde chick. Oh no,
Something
she's albino
wrong.
for sure.
That video's in purple.
No, she's albino for sure. Yeah, that's very. Like this is an albino. See,
Yeah.
look at her eyes. But what I meant about saying vibrating is because they shift back and forth really quickly. They're always like kind of moving.
So their ocular tension must be insane.
Yeah, probably.
Like I have a friend that has. I was gonna say dementia. No, glaucoma.
They're looking for color.
I have a friend that has glaucoma.
Yeah.
And I almost say dementia instead. And I don't know why.
Close.
Close. No, but I thought it was, you can smoke weed. That's what we know from movies from glaucoma.
Yeah.
It's like a common recipe,
Yeah.
weed recipe. And
Yeah, that's right.
there's something relating to ocular tension, how tense you're
Yeah, yeah.
actually...
The
whatever.
muscles in your eyes are. Yeah.
So he worked out and he had to stop like lifting weights, for example, because
Oh.
that was like a no-no for ocular tension. He
Really?
could only do cardio, for example,
That's strange.
stuff like that. Yeah. So if those eyes are like this, maybe
Because the tension. Yeah, because
we
it's-
finally got into straight white guy podcast vibe.
Albino.
I'm telling people. I'm borderline telling albino people how to live
how to live their lives.
with zero information.
Yeah.
Kill
I feel
yourself.
like. Jesus Christ.
Yourself there.
For the 5 times you talk here, it's always like a.
Albino.
Kill it, it's
Kill
written,
yourself.
you know?
I don't see albinos a lot anymore on the streets.
They followed Sergio's
Advice.
I guess.
Is it something that is multiplying or declining? Are they an endangered species?
I think extreme medical anomalies or conditions or whatever are not very common.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I
Yeah.
think so.
But I feel like I saw more albinos when I was younger. Maybe. I don't think we'll find the answer to this
I
here.
think they had their
Brazil.
They had their time.
Brazil has a lot of crazy statistics. It's one of the countries with the most amount of blind people.
Really?
Yeah.
That's.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you told me that.
Yeah.
Once. Yeah.
I prefer not to see Brazil. So.
They just throw acid on their eyes.
El Cristo de
Fuck it.
Janeiro. And people are like, nah.
Nope, not for
not
me.
looking at that shit.
Yeah, I became obsessed with watching documentaries about Brazil. I don't know if I'm homesick I'm just curious. But I'm watching a lot, and it feels foreign to me now. I've been living enough away from Brazil. It feels like I don't feel like, oh, back home. No, it feels like, oh shit, look at this weird country.
But how long have you living here?
Now what? Like 7 years.
Well, that is very decent.
That's most of my adult life,
Yeah.
That's the thing. You're what, 29, 28?
8.
Yeah, dude.
I moved here when I was 21.
The rest of your life is kind of compressed into a zip file.
Yeah.
Like it's.
Oh, you mean
longer
before
time.
20s?
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, like I don't have a lot of memories from like teenage years. So
I mean, at least that's the way it is for me. Like to me, life starts sort of at 20, 21.
Yeah.
The rest is like a little file.
Yeah, for sure.
That's alcohol.
No, that explains like 25 to 30, 2, 3,
What?
6.
A lot of drugs.
No,
lot of party.
I used to do drugs when I was way younger.
Me too.
I haven't done.
Yeah, we talked about this before.
Yeah, at 21, I was clean as a whistle, and then I started drinking, baby.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
That's very, very like proper. Start drinking at 21.
I mean, I drank, but I didn't drink.
Like really drinking
until-
in 21. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you, Sergio?
I started like too late.
Too late?
Like yesterday.
He had a bottle of tequila.
No way.
No, but the smoking, I've never smoked like
No? Cigarettes, weed,
no,
anything?
No. Like with you? That, I don't know what it was.
My vape pen.
Oh,
Yeah.
My beautiful vape pen.
You ended
No,
the
like-
vape pen?
No,
Okay.
this I have to tell Sergio about yours because
Yeah.
I offered Sergio, and he coughed a lot.
Yeah,
and
but it was
whatever.
like an hour after.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was kind of concerned. That was our holiday together.
Oh,
this
okay.
Summer, and I was like, "Do you want a puff?" Yeah, I want a puff. And he took a puff, and he said,
And then,
which is fine.
yeah, normal.
And like
that
COVID
went
experience.
on for an hour.
Oh, wow.
Like, yeah,
Coffee.
no, I don't think it's.
But honestly, maybe because you don't smoke weed often, right?
No.
Maybe it's just
Never.
you were high and you thought you had something on your throat, because that could happen as well.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? Psychological cough.
Yeah, it was his sick.
You had your-
I call it psychological cough. That is my porn star name.
Psycholo-
Psychological cough.
psychological cock.
No, but then I took this vape pen to his baby shower, which I would love to talk about because I think it was a great
It's funny,
experience
yeah.
for me. But at the end of the night, some guests left.
Yeah.
It was more chill, a little chiller.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, I wish we had weed. And I gotta say,
Literally.
I've never. I was like McLovin in Superbad. I felt
100%.
like the coolest dude in the coolest moment. Like,
My friend Martino, he started screaming, remember? He was like, oh!
yeah. Like Italian American
Yeah.
screaming. Yeah.
Go!
Oh. And
No!
That's the way they
but
are.
I was giving like just a fair warning. Like
Okay.
I said to you, like this is like a cigarette puff. Like you just go like.
But here's the problem with that.
That's
Oh, yeah.
okay.
I'm just going to do like a parenthesis. Then
Okay,
if you
yeah,
have
yeah.
the rest of the story, you can tell. I did like a puff. Nothing came out of the vape. And I was like, okay, I need to go harder.
Yeah.
Then I inhaled properly, but like a cigarette puff. And when I did that, I exhaled and a cloud came out of my mouth. And I was like, oh no.
which is why I said the disclaimer, because it looks like nothing came out, but it did.
But it did.
You sucked. It sticked properly.
Yeah.
So if everything is coming out, it's like
Bad news.
you overdid it.
No,
So
and I was, gone after that.
Oh.
In my own baby shower.
everyone was gone because
Yeah.
I was like, okay, Gabriel. No, sorry, your friend's
Martino?
name. Martino. Martino was the first.
Yeah.
Martino went
Too strong.
The strongest. Way overboard.
Yeah.
Way. So I was like, okay, Martino is a retarded person, which is fine. I
Yeah.
really liked him, and he had like a cool Street Fighter vibe. The
Yeah,
way he was dressing.
He's always dressed like a
He
Street
was
Fighter.
like
He's always dressed like I call him Brazilian Aquaman. He looks like
yeah. No, but he was a great guy. I really like him, but, he went way overboard. So you wanted it as well. I was like, okay, I said that because of this fucking idiot. Okay?
Yeah.
And he did pretty much the same
Exactly same
thing,
mistake.
just a little bit
Less.
milder.
Yeah.
And then Pato was like, can I have some? And it's like, I feel like I'm repeating myself, but disclaimer, and Pato hit it hard too. And I pretty much left like 20 minute after that with Mate.
Oh.
And I don't know, they probably were worthless human beings.
No. My
At that point, like super high.
a friend of Barbara's looked at me and she said, I think I need to go because I think Gabriel's not listening to us, because they were trying to talk to me and I was just looking at them and not responding, you know?
Meanwhile, I did the normal amount, which is like
A little, yeah.
which is, by the way, I defined as a joint hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which means like if you're a fucking crazy stoner, maybe
Maybe.
go do more of them.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
small amounts.
No, but it was fun. It was fun. But I got paranoid after you left because
dude.
I was left with sober people because Martino also left right after.
Right.
I was like, oh, fuck. I need to.
I mean, you did a little podcast with Pato.
Oh,
which
yeah.
means that you guys were in bad shape because you talked about that during the whole baby shower.
Yeah.
And Pato was like, there's no fucking way. So when he said yes, I know he was like kind of emotionally and mentally defeated.
Defeated completely. When I
Yeah.
said, want to do the podcast now, he's like, okay, dude. Whatever.
Also, I want to tell another story about the baby shower.
Oh, no.
Which is no.
Okay.
It's actually
That knows. Go ahead.
there's some
Take a sip.
somebody's friend. I don't know if you're Barbara's friend, a woman who was very sweet.
Barbara's friend.
She
No, I'm
was,
just joking.
Of course.
I don't even talk to.
Oh, Linda?
The psychologist. There was one that was a psychologist. She was a very sweet person.
No.
I mean, she was.
No, Linda.
No, dude. Blonde chick?
No.
Oh, no,
She was
okay.
a brunette. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, wait.
She was
Who?
only on your mind.
Okay, I'm gonna take. I'm
Psychological
gonna tell the story,
cock.
and you're gonna remember who
Alright.
she was for sure.
All right.
But I was there. Okay, I show
Oh,
up
Val.
with my girlfriend.
Valerie.
I think so. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I show up with my girlfriend. I'm very nervous because I feel like maybe Barbara thinks like I'm a fucking monster because the
No,
way
dude.
I talk in the podcast or something.
No.
Monsters know each other.
Yeah.
Monsters connect with each other. Yeah.
No, because sometimes it's like it gets annoying when people are like,
Yeah.
"Oh, this is my comedian friend." It's like I
Nah,
also
no,
like
not
a
at all.
pleasant conversation. You know, I'm not always like thinking
Making
about
jokes.
racist jokes or whatever.
Well,
Then I was talking with Barbara's brother about cults
really.
in the terrorist.
That I remember, that
Yeah.
conversation. It was interesting to see like a comedian in a normal people party because you can tell, Victor too, Victor was also here.
Yeah.
And you could tell that people formed a group around them because they were like calling attention to themselves. Oh, cults. Yes, I have a lot of opinions on cults.
I had
No, because I had a bit. That is where you know where you're a comedian because people were talking all kinds of fascinating stuff about
Yeah.
cults and facts, you know, and documentaries they watch. And I was like, well, my theory is like I don't get cults, you know. I get cults at first because it was brought to attention that you know, like a lot of people that join cults are from broken families. They have this kind of thing,
Yeah.
whatever. And I was like, I don't get why they stay after. I want to fuck everyone's wife. And I really like doubled down, and everyone was trying to make other points. I was like, still. The fuck your wife part, it's like, what are you doing? You know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cool then.
I saw that. I saw when you tried to do that the first time, and people kind of like braced through it. Like, let's
Yeah.
switch subjects,
This
and you
is
went
now-
back.
Yeah. I was like, this is funny. At least give me a laugh, and I will let it go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, like Barbara's brother is great, super nice, and his girlfriend also. Super
Yeah, they're
sweet,
super sweet. Yeah.
great people. But then this woman was great, very on the pleasant side. I feel
Yeah.
people on the terrace smoking were more willing to go into the dark side,
For sure.
and the people inside
Stay
were
inside,
like
like
so. I followed the same vibe. I was,
you converted depending on the area of the party.
fucking the way thing, the wife thing is for
outside
the
people
terrorists.
only.
When I go in, it's like the food is delicious. I wanted
Where
to
is this food
prove
from?
that. Yeah, I'm that guy as well. I talk about
Yeah.
wine with some dude.
Decoration.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then
I talk about wine.
I was talking to this psychologist
Yeah.
person who was very nice.
She's a
very sweet.
neuroscientist specialized in psychology, by the way. She's not a
Holy shit.
psychologist. Yeah.
That is even crazier.
Yeah, it's even crazy. She's a doctor.
Yeah.
Has a doctorate. Yeah. She's
So-
also Ukrainian. I don't mean anything by it. I'm just saying.
I know you do, but I will.
I
just
don't. I
glance
don't.
over it.
I'm just saying it's impressive. She's an
Yeah.
impressive person.
It is impressive
Yeah.
for sure, and I was being like, oh no, that's so interesting, like this is that, and then I don't know if Gabriel or Pato, I think both kind of tag teaming is like, do you know Liam's first therapist diddled him?
I remember that too.
And I was like, I didn't even I'm not that guy. I'm not the guy that brings up my own fucked
Personal-
up drama, which I'm more than willing to make fun of.
yeah, but
I wasn't offended by your doing that, but she was like, that is not funny.
no.
And
She was so upset by it.
and at first I was with her, she's right, and it's
Let's
very
not talk
mean.
about it. Yeah.
Gabriel Pato, that is a
It
very
is.
mean thing to say, because I was in fact deal, and then she was like, we played a game,
Yeah.
a little break time,
Yeah.
and then she came up to me like, were you really molested by your therapist? And I was like 100%, and she was like, but they're making light of it, and I was like, well, maybe I had maybe 2 more glasses of wine at that point. I was like, I mean, it's funny.
It is hilarious.
And she was like, there is nothing funny, and they will be. And as I was leaving the party with Bate,
okay?
she was still looking at me like, you can
Talk to me.
Yeah,
Yeah, talk to me if
can,
you need someone.
Call me.
She,
And it's like sometimes you get slightly diddled by a therapist, and you do. And I told her that I did a lot of therapy after
Yeah.
that. It's like she still was like, "You're gonna die," and it's like, dude,
No.
believe in myself. Too.
yeah.
You know?
But she's very like that for everything. There's another situation with the same girl that we were talking, just me and her, about Pato. And she's really close to Pato as well. She's really good friends with Pato.
Yeah, I could tell. Yeah,
And
yeah.
and I told her, I was the one to say it. I was like, Pato's doing too many drugs. He's an alcoholic. He has a drug problem. We should intervene. We should do something about it.
Fucking
And I
brat.
made her.
Poor
And,
Pato.
and now that you know how she is,
Yeah.
she was so like, oh my god, I think the same. We should do something.
She made a 70-page dossier
Yeah.
for the next day. For
Exactly. And then literally, I
She's
swear to
looking for
God,
money. I don't know what to say.
the following day, I met up with Pato, and the first thing I said was, "Yo, you know what's hilarious?" The other day, I was talking to Val, and we were saying how we thought you had a problem, and I immediately thought that was funny. And he was like, "Why would you say that to her? You know she would get upset." I'm like, "Yeah, it was funny to me."
yeah, actually, I could have used a fucking heads up from you 2 assholes when I told her no, it's funny.
Yeah, no, but she's
My trauma is
great.
yeah,
You know what?
she's really sweet. She's a very sweet person.
She's an impressive person again because
Yeah.
we went through the war with her. Like after the invasion of Russia. I'm not gonna make jokes here.
You went through the war
With her, yeah, we went to the war. I
Yeah.
got a gun.
It's good.
And we
yeah.
went.
You helped.
Yeah.
You're a part
No,
of
just
the process.
emotionally. I mean.
Yeah.
And it was kind of soul crushing because she changed completely after that. Like she became a different person. She was a lot lighter. That's a downer.
I know Ukrainian people that actually kind
Don't
of
care.
a lot of Ukrainian. No, but most of them. No, I don't know. Maybe that's their facade, but they were being like. I mean, it's horrible, but fuck it.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I'm here, so
Yeah.
I think it all depends on how bad your family had it because hers was in Kiev and her brother was trying to escape forever because he was right under the age where he didn't need to join the military.
Yeah.
You know, and they were like, "Oh, we need to get him out of there."
Yeah.
So he was smuggling buses and trains to get out of the fucking country. And it was like very.
But these people, though, they can't stop bitching about their problems. Like, my dad had 2 divorces, dude. 2 divorces. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Civil War.
Yeah, he was fired once, and he had to, like, somebody repoed his car. You know? Like, and all of these people, like, crying about their little wars.
Attention for again.
No, that's a fucking...
Yeah, I do
that's
think.
a clip that I don't want.
Yo, no, I was thinking if I'll listen
Please
to
do
this.
not.
Too
Yeah.
late.
But I think it's a good episode, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we should maybe close it. I don't have anything else to say.
It's good. It's yeah.
It's
yeah.
the punk rock mentality, you know. I go until the point that I feel like I should.
Don't
Then-
apologize at all.
Yeah, I do.
Can
I'm
we
sorry.
plug our shit?
You should, and I'll put it at the beginning of the episode.
Okay.
Go for it.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, I know. It's always
Oh.
It's all you, Liam.
holy shit. We have a show called Es Broma. Just follow us, Sergio Moya, at Sergio Moya 5, and at Liam Cohen.
That's not true, but I was like, talk, Liam.
Okay, I'm sorry. Follow Sergio at Mia Khalifa, and you're posting our names in the title, so it's fine.
No.
The Instagram handles.
Don't post mine.
No, he's gonna sue you if you do. The show happens if you know Spanish. Okay, if you know us personally, text me and come see it for free. If we know each other, the comics come for free, obviously. And
Not Victor, but
no, not Victor.
Nor Pato.
Pato is not a
Pato.
comic, but he could come for free for
Yeah.
sure.
All right.
Anytime. Yeah.
no, Victor can come home. Yeah, he loves bombing.
It's true. I mean, it's just that I just wanna fuck his little boy ass so
Oh.
bad, you know, his tiny little boy
He
ass.
does
Without
has
glasses.
have a great ass.
A great little boy ass.
He has a
Yeah.
I mean,
round,
he's a young one.
squishable.
You know?
Yeah.
A young one.
Yeah.
Also, I have an open mic. I have a new open mic. It's in my neighborhood in Prosperidad. It's called Prosper Comedy. Sergio did it last time. It was very funny. It's
With Gabriel, but I didn't see.
Didn't see each other because you
That
got there
is
super
actually-
late.
Yeah,
dude.
super
What the
late.
fuck?
which is always Sergio's thing, but this time he was like to the limit.
Yeah.
Because he took the car and we were saving a spot for him.
Yeah.
And
No,
it
you weren't
actually
saving.
no, we weren't. We were like, dude, there's a spot right in front of the bar.
Yeah.
That's not saving us, but
And no, exactly. We were letting him know, like rush over
Yeah.
here, and literally the car that was right in front of him took the spot. Fucking retard.
Yeah.
But yeah, Prospect Comedy is fun. Once a month, second Friday of every month, and in the January edition, we have a very esteemed guest of the podcast announced, which is Hassan El Fadul. The
Hassan
great
El Fadul. Awesome, dude.
Very funny dude.
Sweet. You know he lives in Prosper now.
I didn't until he texted me about it. That's obviously why I'm always giving priority for people that live around.
I think I made it happen because we were texting. He was talking about living in Prosperidad. I said, "Oh, you should hit up Liam. He has a mic there." So you're welcome.
Well, Hassan, you're welcome. You got a spot in, in literally the best open mic in
Prosper.
Prosperidad. So yeah. Also, I'm starting my own hour with no dates except one on March 9th. Dude,
Oh.
March 9th?
Oh no,
Isn't that preposterous?
it is crazy.
How much leeway I'm giving myself in order to not having panic attacks.
2026.
Oh, that's what you're saying. Isn't March 9 Women's Day?
No, that's
No.
8th. And it's called Bitches Day, by the way.
What?
No, just
Respectfully.
respectfully.
All right.
So yeah, after you had enough of that shit, you can come to Móstoles to watch me do my hour for the first time. Yeah,
Can I come?
of course you're
Awesome.
more than invited.
He's not coming.
Yeah, and you're not invited. so
I live in Monster. I'm not coming.
you're not.
All right, you fucks. Thank you for listening. Toodaloo. Bye bye.
Thank you.